There we go.
Alright, so last time on Waterdeep. You guys followed your lead. You took a breather because, the session before that you got beaten up pretty badly. But you guys took a breather, reconvened with Raynar and Neverember at the Yawning Portal, and decided to track the thugs that had kidnapped Floon Blagmar. You tracked them down into the sewers. You followed the secret signs, found a couple of weird creatures called gazers that seem to have a link to
What you looking at?
a beholder. And then you guys found the hideouts that the Xanathar use in this particular part of town, at least. You guys made your way through like a SWAT team, expertly and silently getting rid of all your enemies.
And almost felt
Until you guys found Fluin himself being interrogated by a giant half-orc and what seemed to be a man that was slightly squiddly.
I know squid. Yeah.
The strange creature with tentacles left, leaving you to deal with half-orc and a minion that was mostly a brain. But you guys managed pretty well up until the half-orc called for reinforcements. You could hear bustling from the other room. But quick thinking, Willem disguised himself as the tentacled creature and went in and convinced everybody that that a fake had gotten away and that he was in fact the real deal and that they should be scared of him and
Scrub the portals.
scrub the portal as much as they can to prepare for.
Gotta get it ready for the next teleport, obviously, when we go after the fake.
Exactly.
It's one of those things that just has to last in our heads for like 15 seconds. And then they're like, wait, what? And then you're gone. Yeah, exactly.
Well, from what you could tell, they were shit scared of you. They were deadly frightened of you.
Good.
So
Good.
the impression you got that they won't be leaving that room for.
Nice.
For a while.
Okay, so we hustle off. I think I was like, we ended the session like hustling away, right?
As run after Fluin, that was is it now huddling in the corner down the hallway that you guys came from. All right, and what do you guys do?
Through my tentacles, I say, we should really get out of here pretty fast, guys. I don't think that's gonna last forever.
I'm like, how long you gonna look like that, man?
For an hour?
Oh god, not so bad.
Oh yeah, I assume I can must say you can end it at any time, right?
Concentration or no? If not,
No, it's not concentration. You can and to use an action to dismiss it. I say for an hour, or until I choose not to. But let's move. Let's fucking book it.
I'm assuming I'm running.
Yeah.
Asking you this.
Like if Floon, but if Floon and what's
the hallway's kind of blocked by Raynar and Fluin. Like Fluin.
Yeah, if they're lagging, they gotta get
like,
moving.
dude, we gotta go, man. Come on, get up.
Raynar's not really paying attention to you. Fluin is like in Raynar's arms, like in hysterics, like, oh Raynar, it was terrible. They put me in a cage.
Just like I just go up and like Floon, hurry up, we gotta go.
I'm like, dude, Raynar, get in control of himself. We gotta get out of here, man.
I'll go first. I'm gonna go first and try and 30 feet in front and so I can head off anyone we
you guys are
encounter.
trying to go like the exact same way that you
Basically out the way we came.
Okay. Yeah, you don't. No, yeah, you don't. You're not in any trouble. You guys don't see any new faces. You guys quickly make your escape. Yeah, you guys.
Back out do we just go all through the
back into
sewers?
the sewers.
Okay, cool.
You guys see the stone ladder that was right outside of the hideout. Do you guys just take the exact same way through the sewers that you guys so that you guys arrive at the same manhole that you guys entered?
Yeah, I don't know any other way through the sewers, so
There was a ladder right next to the entrance.
No, but that was blocked. There was a block.
Oh yeah, there was.
we head a long way south. I think we want to go basically that way anyway.
Yeah, I would say just.
I guess if after going for a while, say once we've gone half the distance back north that we traveled, if we pass a ladder going up, I might I'll suggest that we get out of the we get out of the sewers here. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what street we pop up on as long as it's not a busy one. That's fine too.
You guys do find a ladder. Let me see where you guys would.
Is Phil able to remove himself, or is he being just straight up carried by Raynar?
No, he seems to be. he has some bruises, but he's not.
Dude, who isn't just being straight up carried by
Sounds
Raynor in
amazing.
this
Is
campaign?
he like actually being like tortured, or if I like have a look at him and money, just like he's been beaten up a little bit?
No, there's no like permanent scarring or
There's
anything.
no like
that.
blood or anything.
Not missing any
That seems
fingers.
really
Like,
good.
Wow.
No, an amateur.
He's not missing any fingers, no.
Amateur.
fucking, they hadn't even
Yeah,
got
but,
started yet, guys. We could have come
you can
tomorrow.
You can see he seems to have been wearing makeup of some kind, because like he's been crying for days now at this point, and like his face is a fucking mess.
Alright, I mean, I don't judge.
Right, so
I'll like
You go.
still in tentacular form. I'll like sneak up to the top of the ladder and like do the manhole on the head thing, kind of like look around, you know, back down, and then report to the others what I've seen.
okay. Right, you find yourself in a mostly dark room.
Ooh, a room, huh?
Yeah, there's make a quick perception check.
Got a button for that.
16. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, so you look around, you see brewing supplies, you see like a storage area, and you see stairs leading up to what you assume is like a main floor. And there's a person standing in the room. It is a woman halfling, and she is carrying like a barrel, and when she sees your squiddly face, and she just drops the barrel and just stares at you.
Don't mind me. I put the thing back and I go down the ladder and I say, okay, guys, we need a different ladder.
I'm like, nothing up there.
No, it's a room. There's a
You hear
person there.
Steve!
It's just, someone's fucking house.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, as we go around it.
Maybe you
Gave
should
someone
stop down.
nightmares.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, man, maybe you don't need that anymore.
Look, I'm
Like,
just
yeah,
saying I'd rather be recognized as this than recognized as me.
Sure.
And if I can inspire the City Watch to start searching around the sewers for tentacular-faced monstrosities, it can only really benefit us in the long run.
Don't waste your breath, they will never lower the cells.
Well, the spell lasts an hour, so I'd rather waste my breath than the rest of the duration.
Fair point.
Let's just find where we came from, man. That's just safer.
I like hoist up my like skirts and just try it off.
Does he have legs?
I don't know what I have.
How's he moving?
I mean, I guess it's like up to what I thought. So I just gave myself legs. I just like I don't
Yeah,
really know what
sure.
they have under there, so I just
Yeah.
gave myself like legs.
But they're tentacly looking legs, right?
Because it was like floating along earlier, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I definitely can't do that. So I just can't. Like underneath it's just my regular legs. It's not even different trousers. It's just like, you know.
Have your jeans on under your robe, you know?
Anyway,
So you guys,
okay, we'll go back
you
to the
guys keep
original
going.
ladder. That one sounds safe.
What time of the day
Sure.
was it again? It was like pretty early, so right?
Who can say?
Yeah, well, you reconvened like a little after noon. Then you had the whole chase and the square and then the sewers. I'd say it's about 3 to 4 p.m. right now.
Yeah, okay.
Few
We
hours.
were in the sewers for quite a while, like 20
Yeah.
fucking minutes or something.
Yeah, I mean that isn't that long. 20 minutes, yeah.
So I guess like as we're walking to the exit, I'll voice, since like the question should be raised. I'll say to the others, so are we just going back to the yawning portal then? Now we have
let's,
fluid, we
like,
gotta
Sounds
go.
like the best
I
idea.
reckon we should like talk about what we just saw, man. I'm a bit fucked up.
Well, I mean,
Like,
we can
it's, like,
talk about that when I'm
Well,
not
there's
wading
something very
through
evil
through
happening down
manure.
here, but-
What? Something on your mind there, Max? I say his own tentacly face, like.
yeah.
Let's. Raynor speaks up and says, "Let's talk at the portal. I'll get Flu in a room. He's been through much.
Flew the room.
yeah.
What's? I don't see the joke. For them.
I just like snort, like my tentacles, like regular. I say, oh, I was just clearing my throat. Sorry, nothing.
This man.
It's like none of this is necessary. It's all just like pure affectation of the spell.
Fluin is like, oh yes, a room, please. Okay, the next round is on me for my heroes.
Oh, yeah, but
Nice. So I like to hear.
by the way, Jacko, I'm not sure if I can't remember if I asked last time, but any Xanatar's tattoos on all these like bad guys at the end, including the tentacle guy? That I could
No,
see?
not
we
that
didn't
I
see
don't
I
any
can't
know.
remember if I
Not on
We
his,
only
not
saw it
not on
half,
his like
that was
lower
the
back.
only bad
Like,
guy we saw.
Yeah, the half orc had a very clear, like, almost like in blood marking on his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, like most of these guys, they would have been out of uniform or something. You're not sure, but
Okay, cool.
well, would have been carrying Xanathar.
Definitely.
Let's go back to the fucking portal.
Let's
I
go back
guess,
to the portal,
man.
get a drink, and allow all this to blow over.
Sure, whatever. If you say so.
All right, so you guys head back to the yawning portal from Candle Lane or the manhole near it.
Yep.
We pull up the map and the music.
Nice happy in music now.
Yay.
There we go.
I forgot
Wrong
about
token. I don't like that token. He had a new token.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
fucking.
get the fuck out. Get that shit out of here.
He had a new token.
New token incoming.
Alright. As we walk in the door, I'm instantly like, alright, Floon, first round you, but you can give me the money later. And I just like basically run up to the bar. Like, I'm not seeing how I'm gonna take this guy like meander on over there.
Okay, I guess when we came out of the sewers, I would have dispelled the illusion. I'm not just like walking around like an elephant.
You don't want to meet your friend.
Just like, oh, so just
That guy in
like, just
your
like.
photo picture, Chris, who was the mind.
that's just like you just like go in and like multiple like sorry guys don't mind me just like climb down to the hole in the middle just like just going home just on the way back. No, I've dispelled that. So like I go like I'll shoot everyone else a kind of like apologetic look and I'm gonna go keep an eye on him and like jog after Max up to the bar.
I'm
Okay,
like,
yeah, so you guys go up to the bar. Yeah, Volo is actually sitting at his usual table, but once he sees all of you enter and grab a table, he starts walking up.
get away from him.
Get away from him. Fucking.
Right. Yeah, so you guys go to the bar?
I'm kind of just like, just almost like as I get to the bar, to kind of like put my hands, you know, like my head, like.
I was like follow up behind him. Put like I just put like my hand on like the middle of his bag and back and like like kind of rub gently and I say there you're gonna be okay mate, come on Max.
Yeah, I know man, but like what the fuck was that?
There was a fucking weird tentacle faced monster living under our city.
Yeah, but like.
Dude, read a book. Weirder shit happens literally every day.
Yeah, but, like normally it doesn't happen to me. Normally I'm like pretty far away.
You took a job from. I glance over to Volo and I'll say, I mean, you took a job from Volo. I mean, I've been thinking about this myself a little bit. You know, I wasn't so sure I wanted to necessarily go on this adventure, but I went home the other night and I thought about almost getting killed in that warehouse. And I thought, you know what? The world's divided into two kinds of people. There's the kind of people who, when an epic adventurer that they've heard of and knows about stuff comes to them and offers them a job for crazy money, leap at the opportunity and get whisked away in some kind of batshit crazy thing that most people don't even get the opportunity to ever experience. And there's those who say no and go back to living boring lives. And the way I've kind of been thinking, hey, thanks for that drink. I'll take the drink from the bartender. The way I see it is, if I'm gonna be here, I may as well be involved in some absolutely off the wall, batshit crazy shit. Because otherwise, what's the point of being there? You know. My personal philosophy, anyway. Thanks for that. I take the second drink and I say, "This one's yours," and I hold it out.
But like, yeah, like. Whatever, man. I just need to, like, you know, come to grips with this. Just, I'll be alright.
I mean, no commitments
this
right
point,
now. You know.
You feel a familiar gruff and a big hand on your shoulder, Max. And Maloon walks up. He's a bit more straight-eyed than usual.
Yeah.
He's, hey there, kid. It's been a while.
Yeah. Hey, man.
I heard from Yagro you've been in the shit. You've done some exciting stuff.
Yeah, I guess, man. I just like, you know, I kind of just look into my drink and just like take a big mouthful and it's like.
As he's drinking, I'll say to this guy who I don't know, I say, yeah, no, we just pulled that ginger one over there, no, the other one, out from some kind of cultist lair. There was like a guy with tentacles, some fucking weird dark magic shit going on. It's a bit on top of us all, really. That's why Max is. I just gesture towards where Max is like, glug, 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 you know.
Really? A tentacle cult?
Something like that.
I'll have to look into that, I suppose.
Yeah, in the sewers
Seems
somewhere.
sort of the thing that the Grey Hands are known for.
Yes. Them.
Wait, I don't know
Sewer,
who
though.
the Jack was. Have you told me?
They're the fucking nerds, right? Like they're the
Yeah, they're like a group of retired adventurers that live in the city, and
The forced grazing, yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, they're called the Grey Hands.
they call themselves the Grey Hands. Yeah.
like, anyway.
Yeah, man, more you than me, I reckon. But
We all got
Look,
out,
man,
but
you're sitting here, you're drinking an ale. What's better in
Standing,
life?
man. What are you talking about? I'm just short. It's like I'm like, yeah, I guess like, but I could be standing here drinking ale.
I mean, just look
Without,
at it like this.
dying.
Look at it like this. When you know, rejected your parents and their stupid ways and their music and decided to go and look for your own stuff, isn't this just at least a tiny little bit what you were kind of looking for?
I kind of felt like maybe I don't know. Like
Look.
I hadn't really thought about the specifics of it yet. Like sure, yeah, whatever. I just take some words into my drink.
Look, I'm sure you didn't do it for free, right? You got something coming your way. Otherwise, you're an
Like, I
idiot.
don't really need the money, man. Like
Yeah, we got paid pretty well.
I wanted to do it for the experience. Like it was a right experience. Like none of us died, and
Right experience.
I kind of felt
Didn't
like,
level twice.
That's a good thing. Like I don't fucking know, man. Like
Yeah, we did okay.
that's okay.
I thought so.
Okay.
Look, Max,
Hey, he's alive, isn't he? I kind of point back over.
this
to
sounds
him.
like a great story already. Like, you don't even have to write on the tune to it yet. I'm interested. We can share some war stories. Lord, I know I've got a bunch of them. Why don't you join me on it at the stable right here?
Cool. All right. Look, I'll join you in a bit, babe. I just want to calm down a little.
I'll
bit,
go
so-
back over to the others.
Okay, I'll just follow Moon over.
Give me my money.
Yeah, I would have called Bonnie over at some point and gotten a round of drinks here as well, and had it on Floon's head.
Okay. Yeah. So Bonnie gives you the drinks. She does, as you are calling for drinks. She steps into you for a little bit and whispers into your ear. I'm sorry. Can we talk later? There's something strange. I could use your help.
Of course.
Thanks. Okay, and then she in mere seconds, like the others barely even notice, and then she keeps serving you guys. Right, so let's go back to the table. In the meantime, Floon is finally calming down a bit. He seems to be enjoying civilization again. Raynar just he seems to be in good spirits, having saved his friends, and he's just kind of talking with Volo about what happened. You guys, what do you guys want to do?
I'm just kind of hanging out with the other two, listening to their conversation and keeping an eye on Max wherever he's sitting.
Yeah, so Max for now followed Medloon back to a separate table.
Yeah, so I'm just like watching, like, keeping an eye across the room, making sure the kid's okay.
Max,
He's
I know you
fine.
have so much to live for. Right.
Play the conversation between Floon and Reynard Jacob.
Yeah, well, Floon relatively early excuses himself and says, well, I'll go check out that room then. I could use some rest in a bed with a mattress and a blanket and maybe some company. And he goes upstairs.
Winks at Reynard.
Thinks it Volo.
Okay.
Okay, so Volo's still here, right?
Yeah, Volo's sitting next to you. Just
Aye,
listening
Volo.
to her.
Okay, spill the beans. What was that all about?
Whatever do you mean?
Well, I mean, you're a kind of guy who knows people, if I'm any judge. And in this particular
You're
case,
right.
some of the people that you knew and got us involved with were kind of important people. And then there was the guy with the squid face. Just on top of all that, him.
Raynar may believe he is important, but after the relationship with his father went south, he hasn't really done any real job in the city, have you, Raynar? Raynar just kind of like sips a drink.
Yeah,
heavily.
but I mean, his last name.
Look,
still.
I had no idea what went down, what trouble Floon and Raynor got themselves into. Otherwise, I would have pursued different paths. Obviously, I humbly apologize for this danger that you guys have put yourselves in on my behalf. Jet.
Oh my god, Lawson!
Very,
Yeah, Jet,
very insightful right
you
now.
think he's pretty apologetic. Mordai. Yeah, you can tell he's just mainly just like happy it's over with, and if
Okay. He's genuine. That's what you're saying.
yeah.
And
Look,
anyway,
I
my
won't
squint.
lie to you. I do terribly agree with you that this battle, this gang war, or whatever you would call it in the city, it's bad. It's bad to be around. So,
It feels like it's gonna.
my next
do a
book
bit
was
too
planning to
much.
be about Waterdeep, but I believe I will be postponing that for just some time.
Sure, there's a lot
However-
of there's a lot of stories to it. You know, you can
However
stay a
long-
while.
Oh, no, but there are stories all around the world, my friend.
however long you're going to postpone your book about Waterdeep, you shouldn't postpone the fact that we have finished our assignment. So
Yes. Yes.
It's true.
Let's finish our business.
Right. Well, considering that matter, while you were, doing such a wonderful job, I was myself procuring the money as promised. I went
Sorry
to my various investors and administrators. However, I seem to have hit a bit of a snag on that.
Fucking, I
My book-
knew it was too good to be true. So I just walks up, it's like, yeah, have 100 goals. It's fucking, I just like go off tangents, like grumbling to myself.
I am a man of riches. I tell you this without a lie. However, my previous book has not sold as well as I would hope, and the royalties are not streaming in quite yet.
My bad, I pirated it.
However, as I am a man of my words, I do have a different offer for you. I would wish to repay you, obviously, for saving my good friend. And he pulls out a paper out of his bag and puts it on the table. And say, this right here is a deed to a property right in this city. It is worth. It has great value. Value, however, I cannot take
Okay.
part of, for my plans have changed. But I wish you to have it.
Where is this part?
You could use it. You could sell it. Whatever you wish.
Which part of the city?
Yeah, just check out the deeds, Jacko.
It is a very nice part of town, I swear to you. It is in the northwards. It is in the Trollskull Alley. It is Trollskull Manor. You might have heard of it. You might have.
Hang
seen
on a
that.
second, Trollskull Manor. No, never heard of it.
Doesn't ring a bell. No.
Max, you can make a history check. You're the only one.
I can't hear them.
Not even here.
He's not there.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, nobody knows. Yeah, but he puts that deed on the table.
I
I check it, see if it's genuine.
Quite like the coin.
Investigation check?
Can't fool this.
Yeah, like you can tell it is properly put in place by some department of the government of the city. The lawful orders of magisters and watchers have signed it, but what is blank is the owner, the signature of the owner.
Like, that's what I like to see.
this has no real use to me. However, I must agree that it is technically worth as much, if not more.
Unlike some people, I have need of a place to live on from time to time. Can we go look at it?
Of course, there's nothing stopping.
And so you just want to? Wait, what's the deal here? You want to you just like, sorry, I can't give you your money, so have a house instead. That
This kind of feels like an overpayment.
yeah, you're getting me suspicious
Well,
again, and I was
Raynor-
rightly suspicious the first time. As it turns out.
Well, first of all, considering the the question of overpaying, people like Raynor and I, we don't have much gold at hand, so to say. Most of our riches are in investments, in property, and the like. However, I realize your points. However much danger you're in for saving my friend, this is a big property, and I must be truthful with you. There has been some rumors concerning it. It has been difficult to sell.
Just give a look to where I'm like, I knew it.
That sounds interesting. What kind of
I-
rumors?
I
Yes.
assure
Is
you
it ghost?
that
Is it
they're
a ghost
merely-
house? That seems like a typical thing that someone would have
Say
issues with.
ghosts.
Is it
You
haunted?
realize that
Like, sort of, in a kind
Haunted
of
house.
haunty kind of
No.
way? If I took a paladin there and I used their divine sense, would they register?
as far as I know, none have tried. It has only been rumors. But there is a story that the previous owner, a bartender, died within the manor and still haunts it to this day. But
Fuck it, I'm down.
Let's go.
I assure
Yeah.
you, the street is lovely.
I
And
Yeah, no, you sold us. We're good.
Yep. Give me that.
Don't even. I've changed my mind. I don't even need to see it. You kidding? 100 gold versus a house? This better not be a trick, by the way. I mean, if this thing's like 2 feet tall, I might come back and break your knees. But
do not worry, my friend. I
And
have
I'll
seen the
help him.
drawings.
but fuck
I'll
it.
help.
Okay, I'm gonna go tell Max.
What?
You guys give me a second.
What we will need, what will be required, is that we visit a magistrate who can legalize this transference of the property.
Wait a second. How
on
are we
your
doing
name.
this? There's 4 of us. It's gonna
I
be
know
one name,
you
or it's gonna be in all 4
identify-
names? 3 names, I guess. Then.
Right, you. There's many different possibilities. It could be put on one of your names. It
I don't
could
know how
be
this
put
legal
on
system
4 of your names. You could have a collective name. What I've noticed of the nobility in the city and the important people is that they like to know what they are dealing with. They like something interesting. So, if you do decide to spend more time with each other within this this manner, perhaps it is wise to choose a name for yourselves as a group, as a band.
Oh, whoa there, Sparky. Getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Firstly,
It is yearly suggestion.
we're gonna have to go and have a look at this place to determine of what use it is to any of us and how to,
What do you call it?
best justly like. I mean, we might honestly just look at a place and decide to sell it. No promising we're gonna like settle down together as a group of 4 and start up some kind of adventuring company with a cool snazzy name that like goes on adventures and does shit together. I wouldn't want to, promise anything like that.
It sounds
Sounds
fun,
very
like-
profitable, my friends. Very profitable indeed.
Oh, what like rescuing people for 100 gold?
And then you get a, but then you get a house.
There's a
apparently.
nice-
You missing the irony?
No.
I'm
You
gonna
get-
go
you
tell Max.
You get a town. You get a house in this town, apparently.
You
So-
talk to this man, Lawson. I'm going to go tell Max. Hey, Max.
Thanks for a drink.
Yeah, what, man? Has Millie been like talking to you about anything in particular, Jack?
Balloon has been very interested in your first adventure. He's been asking questions about where was it? Like what happened? How much time did it take? The battles, the gory details, the enemies you face. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know everything. It's not like I'm trying to hide anything. I was like, dude,
Roll me an insight check.
leave this shit.
You detect he doesn't give a fuck. He's just being polite.
Yeah.
No, he's been friendly.
Dude, you better be. Had a fucking rough day.
But yeah, he's
Yeah.
feeding
I'm
you
just
out.
kind of- yeah, I'm just kind of venting about like crap.
Look,
Hey, Max.
Max, you'll get used to it. It gets easier every day.
God, I hope not, man.
Taking a life, having your life being in danger of being taken. It's all in the grand scheme of things. It's just a part of life.
But like, you do it for the money, or like you actually enjoy it, man.
Yes.
Look, I do it. Yeah, I mean, there's too many reasons. What else could you want to do with your life? You have adventure, you have adrenaline. You get to see the smile on the people you save. You get money, you get riches, you get power, you get fame.
A lot of those seem to be about the money. Yeah, that's what I saw. Money, riches, power, fame. Yeah, they're all money.
There's not many things I'm good at. Okay, I can drink and I can fight. Lord, can I fight?
See, I can't really fight, so. Like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like, see Raven. Like, I'm like,
Come on over.
what's happened? Yeah, what's up, man?
I say, hey. Yeah, like
Hey.
look at his drink. Kind of how empty is the mug?
Oh, there's a few empty mugs.
Yeah, I like,
that's interesting.
I look, I like, I like,
When
kind
you
of,
fill
I
the
glance
third,
at the,
I'm
I glance at the other guy and I point to his drink. I was like, what number is this?
4, 5.
That's one digit.
What?
That's what I like to hear. Anyway, point is, remember that time that we were going to get paid 100 gold for rescuing that ginger guy?
Yeah, I remember.
So anyway, long and the short of it, turns out Volo wants to pay us instead with a house. And now I know what you're thinking, but we talked about it a bit, and long and the short of that is we're kicking about names for an adventuring group.
But like, what do you fucking mean a house? Like, what's the fucking catch, man?
It's called something Manor. It's on the north side of
Troll
town.
Skull Manor?
Something about what did he say from over there? some kind of like monstrous manor. I can't remember what it was called.
I mean, it's still early. Like, it's not very busy. It's like you guys
Yeah.
are basically the only people talking.
You know,
You can't
and
show
yeah. Anyway, says he couldn't get his hands on the money, but he's got a house for us instead. Might be haunted. Probably is haunted by a dead barman. Yeah, like let's be honest, it is
Kind of
haunted.
frown. Like, does this ring a bell when he's like haunted dead barman kind of thing, Jacko? Can I roll for that, or is that not enough detail?
Yeah, roll history.
History. Do I have points? No. Yeah, no. 17.
Yeah,
Good.
you've heard of Troll Skull Manor. Like at this point, it's been like 30 years. So it wasn't in your time, but it used to be. The reason you've heard of it is because it used to be a very successful bar. It got renovated by a single man, and it was in a very like geographically a nice spot, and it was very successful. But then suddenly something happened. He appeared to have committed suicide in the attic, and
Classic.
then it's basically like past owners, and yeah, now it's basically just empty.
It's past owners. Did bad things ominously happen to all the subsequent owners?
No, it's just nobody's really done anything with it,
Okay.
or not for long at least.
Dude, I've heard of that fucking place. And he just gonna... Why does he even fucking own it? Or why does he have the deed to it, man?
Because he's Volo. He writes books about strange creatures and goes places. I bet that's not half the strangest things he owns. He says he doesn't have liquid capital. He's just got weird houses lying around. I don't fucking ask.
I mean, alright, so we have... Okay, great, we have a fucking house, okay?
Prospect's
Like,
at least a little bit exciting, right?
Well, okay, okay, dude, it's fucking like, alright, but like, you think that's just gonna end well? Like, you think he just like... He's not a fucking idiot, man, he's a businessman. Like, you're not gonna give us thousands of gold worth of stuff if it's actually worth that much.
I look at him over there and I say, well, that's kind of subjective. I mean, maybe he couldn't sell it to anyone for the thousands of gold that it's worth, but maybe the facts that made it worth less to other people make it worth more to us. I'm kind of interested in exploring the mysteries of a haunted house, to be honest.
And then, sure, yeah, we can check it out, man, I mean... Yeah, okay, whatever. But like, then you said some shit about like an adventuring group?
That was just an idea that Volo suggested. You know, if we sort of signed the house into the names of the four of us who each have a kind of equal owned stake in it, maybe, since we kind of work well together, we could kind of hang out a little bit together, come up with a team name, and, kick ass together on future occasions. It's just an idea that Volo was drunkenly throwing about. I think, personally, that before we should settle on anything like that, we need to go and have a look at this place to see if it's even suitable, or if we'd rather just cash in our shares, sell it for like a fifth of what it's worth, and make the money and get out.
You guys want to go now?
Yeah, I mean, not right this... I look over at the other two. They're drinking. Nah, not right this second, but like, at some point in the not too distant future.
So, yeah,
Tomorrow, man.
first drink.
It's a long day already. It's fucking 4.
Could wait until tomorrow. I'm sure it'll wait until tomorrow. I'll go over and tell Volo it'll wait until tomorrow. You sit here and talk to this person. I get up and leave.
Yeah, Malou looks pictures. That's a strange one. Very direct. I kind of like it.
Yeah, whatever. You fucking join the adventuring group then.
Oh, those days are long past. I fly solo now, Max.
Are you a member of Force Grey, man?
Well, I mean, they do call upon me by time to time, but I'm not like a member. I don't live at the tower or anything. Pretty much live
that's
here
true.
nowadays.
That's really not depressing at all, man. I'm glad to hear the future work of an adventure could be being drunk in a bar all fucking day. I'm getting a bit annoyed.
What else do you want in life, Max?
Yeah, I don't know, man. If I wanted to kill myself a drink, I could probably finish it before becoming an adventurer.
Anyway,
Wow,
Max
you
is
need
doing
to
just
hurry up.
fine, I say to the others. But he's a little tired for today, so how about I'm like gesturing. Speaking this to Volo. We come back in the morning and then meet up here. I'm sure you'll be getting your 10 a.m. round in, and then we can go and see this manor.
I suppose that'll allow me to make the appointment with the magister. Fair enough. I do object to your jest, however. I mean, I am many things, but I'm not a drunk. He says, completely wasted.
It's like I've literally
Of course not.
never seen you without a drink in your hand or on the table next to you. And I know we haven't known each other for very long, but it's still like
I am
kind of a bad track
cruising.
record.
The many fine things of Waterdeep, including the drinks.
And to be fair to Volo for once, we've only met him in a bar.
Yes, every time we come across him, it's in a bar.
Well,
Yeah, that's
no matter. If we
Nothing wrong with
you
being
know,
a drunkard anyway.
with this house business until the morning, I have things I need to attend to.
Alright, Mordai, wanna get wasted?
Let's go.
Let's go! Woo!
Okay, I would go to.
Mordai and Willem,
Wow.
party time.
Okay, yeah, Raynor stays with Volo. So you guys, X and Max, you stay with Depressing Balloon for a bit.
Yeah, after like a couple beers, I keep like looking down in the well. I just like looking at it kind of instead of like staring out a window, I'm just kind of staring down it, just like.
Yeah, you can.
See a
I don't,
troll?
you're not sure if it's the mind playing tricks on you, but you can feel like a cold, like air, like
That's
coming
nice
from the
of
well.
you, excellent. After like a couple, I'll like kind of get out my like lute, like tune it, and like sing depressing songs to myself,
Nice.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Like,
Exactly.
you just like, a voice like comes out of the hole, like, cut that shit out! Fuck, just this depressing shit all day long!
I'm sure it's
And I'll
great.
smash you.
I'm sure it's great.
It's just like a time monster. It's just like, I fucking playing the fucking depressing music.
All right, so Willem, Mordai, you guys are going off to drink somewhere else.
No, here, I think.
Oh, here, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just a different table. Man.
Different table.
We just
And
get-
Jet, you said you had business
Think
to
of
do.
these people.
I mean, like, we're not necessarily excluding Volo, but, like, Jet's gone, Max is over there. Like, if Volo wants to, keep the social sort of circle that we had going, he can stick with us, but...
Well, Polo and
Like,
Raynor
crashing the table.
you're still sitting at the same table together.
Alright, now we'll give those two some space, and, probably... Okay, we'll sit up at the bar and just talk, stupid drunk shit. Come over here.
I would like
Mordai.
to hear some of
There
this
we
super
go.
drunk shit.
Nah, man.
I'm like, so
It's private.
Mordai, right? You're like a fucking weird tiefling thing, sort of vaguely humanoid,
I'm a
but also
tiefling, yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
So, do you know anything
Yeah,
about that strange? Because I mean, you have horns, you have tentacles. Like, it's not a million
That's
miles.
a big difference between horns and tentacles, man.
I mean, like,
I
you
don't
might
think any tieflings have tentacles. So I'm really not sure.
come to think of it. I don't think any
About this
half elves have
creature.
tentacles either. What could it have been?
Fuck if I know.
It's... Oh, a barman. The name, I forgot, but I know. But I forgot.
Durnan pipes up.
Yes. You've seen a couple of things. I saw you kick that troll's ass the other day.
Yeah.
You ever come across a sort of like a man, but kind of sort of purple and bald with tentacles?
That's an illithid right there.
A what?
Oh, sorry, well.
An illithid. You don't want to mess with them too much.
Or there's at least one in the basement. Well, basement. The sewers.
They'll fuck with your brains or something. Just
Wait.
chop their head off.
You saying the thing with the will like fuck with our brains? Like it had a brain. There was a brain. Wait, what? It ran around on legs. Wait, is that what it wanted to do with my brain?
Probably.
Fuck.
Well,
I look at Morda. I'm like, dude, that was closer than I thought.
Eternal walks off.
Okay, fine.
I like my brain. These
Yeah, man, I'm remarkably attached. Good thing it didn't, get our brains. Still, Jet will be alright then.
Next time, if you get, we're gonna kick its ass, right?
I said Jet will be alright then. You were supposed to laugh. Because it's after brains. Just fucking have another drink.
Yes.
You piece of shit.
Okay, man. It was a nice try, but
Nice.
So what do you think about this haunted house, anyway? You ever been in a haunted house, Mr. Lawson?
not that I know of. But
I suppose that's a fair comment.
Ghosts are a goddamn thing, so it might be quite possible.
They are a goddamn thing. They've been damned by the gods. It's very
Exactly.
true.
Exactly.
What do I know
might be an
about
adventure.
haunted houses, Jacko? Or just
No, but
the
haunted
general, like
More
idea of
religion.
haunting in general, as it exists, is like a kind of occult concept in this world.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, roll me
Ghosts, yeah.
religion.
Nailed it. He said before he pushed the button.
The same.
Nailed.
You know, I mean, everybody's heard stories. People have seen ghosts, and you haven't personally experienced them, but they're probably a thing. Mordai, yeah, you've seen a lot of shit. You've seen death. You've seen life. You've seen the undeath in your investigations, and you've heard a lot of tales. You know that there are such a thing as ghosts and specters, and they are usually bound to a specific place, like unfinished business, like a haunting of specific people, basically negative emotions that are tying them to the material plane before they can pass on to the gates of the afterlife. You know that they usually can't affect too much of the physical plane, unless they're powerful.
Shit, do you guys see what Jacko's done? You gotta fucking fulfill the destiny to release. That means we have to move into this place in a city and open a successful bar and run it to fulfill the dying problems of this bartender, so the spirit can finally find peace.
Wait, what? Wasn't creating a bar a different campaign?
That was a different campaign. Yes. We're gonna have to do it, guys. Get some fake names.
The whole point of this campaign in the first place. We have to make a.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Just leads
Photo,
into fucking bar management. Okay. Do you relay? So you relay all that like these ideas about
Yeah. I
haunting
mentioned
and
about
shit? Okay.
will stay in place. So it's quite possible. It would definitely pull the property value way down.
I guess we gotta fucking go and ask him what some of his
might
unfinished business is.
Yeah, we might potentially even be shorted on the money, unless we get rid of the ghost.
Yeah, but like more interesting, right? I mean, like really,
Oh, absolutely.
what would I have done with 100 gold? I honestly rather have the fucking haunted house.
I mean, you could definitely find.
I didn't want to let that on in front of Volo in case he, thought he could screw us some more. But
Yeah. I mean, sounds like fun. It's not
sounds
too
alright.
dangerous, but even if it's dangerous, you got this, right? I mean, the whole idea of just being a normal house is a bit. We've known each other for 2 days, and now we're about to move into a house together or something. It's a bit.
Well, I mean, moving to a
Well,
house together. This is a fucking manor, right? We're moving into it's entirely possible we can move in together and not exactly be on each other's toes. And look, I don't know much about you, Mr. Lawson, but from what I've grown to know about you the last couple of days, I figure if some sort of adventuring company was on the cards, you're the sort of person I might like to start one with. You know,
Potentially. Yeah.
you know, you and
Never
and,
say
and,
never.
and Jet and
I like my
Max.
option. Do I do enjoy the?
We worked pretty well together, I thought. You know.
I agree.
At this point,
like the
you
skills
see
we have.
Raynar get up from the table with Volo, and he walks up to you guys. Jet, are you still sitting at the bar as well? Where did you?
No, I was gonna talk to Bonnie. What the hell?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Ooh.
you. Let's get to that in a second. Right. So Raynar walks up to the both of you, and he says, "Well, I have to depart. It's been a long day, and I have a few broken ribs to attend to. But I wish to thank you again for all the aid you've given me, and Floon, of course."
I nod Sage, you know, say it's okay, Fluent. Wait. Oh, sorry, it's you, Raynar. It's okay. Yeah, no, totally. We
I
all the help we rendered. It, you know, think nothing of it. You know, it was just good to meet you. And
It's not.
if you ever should come into, you know, your father's fortune, think kindly on us poor sods sitting here at the bar.
It's like,
Okay,
yeah.
so there's any trouble you have within the city, I'm always glad to try and help.
It's a pretty open-ended offer. I get into a lot of trouble, but thanks for making it anyway. I give him like a
I
fist
I like
bump.
that. I like that.
I trust you in upholding our friendship. He goes for
My
a
man.
handshake for the both of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta go for it. My man.
As he goes, I say, man, I
yeah.
fucking really thought that was Flume. Like, it's still a day and a half. I still can't tell them
They look
apart,
very-
man.
yeah.
Like, fuck.
They look very similar, man.
And when he was like, thanks for the help, I was so sure it was Flume.
He turns around as he's leaving and says, "Someday I will convince him to stop dyeing his hair." He leaves. Well, he stops by your table as well, Max, and says the same thing. Just offering his gratitude.
Yeah, whatever. See you, man.
And he gives a look at Malou and okay, and he just walks out. Right, Jets, you sit at the bar, and I'm assuming you're trying to get like a quiet moment with Bonnie, and when she's not busy. Yeah, so she points with to the end of the bar.
Okay. Scuttle over.
She
So,
says, "Look, after last time, I really didn't want to force you into anything, or but I just don't know what to do. There's something strange. Are you familiar with Three Strings?
well, yes. I think
The
everyone
musician.
who comes here and is familiar with him.
Yeah, he's a good friend at this point, and he hasn't shown up for a shift today.
Oh shit.
It's been
That
been
in
a-
itself isn't too strange, is it?
well. He's a bit of a weird fellow, and that he's a performer, but he doesn't really partake in the whole bar scene. He doesn't drink. He doesn't really socialize other than the performance itself. So I don't know. He takes to his job very seriously. So this is strange for him.
Hmm.
I mean, I normally wouldn't worry too much, but I did ask him to help me out with a small favor, and I just I don't know if he got in trouble.
Is this favor something that would cause him to come? Would cause trouble for him?
Roll me an insight check.
Sure. Of course, I've closed my character sheet. Go. Don't suck, please. Oh, didn't suck.
She says, "No, I wouldn't think so." But she, she's looking away. She's a classic. Every lie detector in your brain is going off at this point. No, it was just a small favor of helping, some friends of mine who have come into some hard times. Um,
What is the
No.
favor, Bonnie?
I, I, I can't tell you, Chad. I'm sorry. It would put people at risk. But
Well, it's
all I ask is, if you see anything or hear anything, let me know. Durnan, I mean, I love the fool, but he doesn't seem to be that interested in his employers.
I can't promise anything, but I'll have my eyes and ears open, and I'll also talk to the other people in the temple. They'll tell me if they see anything.
Thank you. You're a sweetheart for just suggesting, merely accepting the help. I don't know what to do. Hopefully nothing is the matter. Now let's get you another drink.
I would accept, but I have things I have to take care of. I haven't
Oh,
done what I need to do at the temple for the past few days. Get
all
back
right.
to it.
Well, we'll catch up another time, Dan. Don't be a stranger.
I'll just wave to her and get out of the bar. Just the fucking doors over here.
Yeah.
Oh, so far.
There's two exits. There's one over here and one over here. Yeah, this is the main one. Cool.
And I would return to the temple.
Sure. Yeah. So you head back to the temple.
I would like pat Lawson on the back and just tell him, once you've dealt with the painting and whatnot, just bring the stuff to the temple. Temple itself, no need to bring it to me. And I guess when I walk out with that.
Huh? What do you want? I say.
you're muted on, but yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I say yeah, might take a little bit to get them off, you know. But will do.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm gone.
So you walk out. You go back to the temple. Mordai and Willem.
Willem's just sitting here chatting, like just small talking shit about just like current events or whatever, just what's in the city or like a festival the other week. Willem gets like it's when he's like, it's more noticeable if he's like drunk or like agitated or like for some other reason distracted. But like if he sits still for a while, he gets like quite fidgety. He like sort of plays with things, does like like some people who just like sort of sit around and do like that spinning pen around the thumb thing like over and over again, or like running a coin between their fingers or stuff. It's like that. He has little sort of fidgety things. He like mixes prestidigitation in like ways to like make like coins like float around his hands or stuff. But like, yeah, and he kind of just does like a little bit absentmindedly while he's just kind of babbling along. It's just like a sort of little fidgety thing he kind of gets up to.
You're getting a bit of a glare from Durnan, you notice, and he moves you up away.
Okay.
He's like,
Willem like literally doesn't even realize why he's getting the glare. It's so like kind of like subconscious that he's like just playing with things, like floating like the like just spinning the mug slowly on the table in front of him. It just like is like rotating about once every couple of seconds, just slowly on the spot.
Nice. Right, and so you and Mordai just stay for a couple hours shooting shit.
At some point in like the conversation, he'd say, "Oh yeah, and Mordai, you can call me Raven. I think we're at that point." That's what everyone calls me. That's my friends call me. Anyway.
Lost and whatever you wish. I don't mind either.
All right, Big Red. Slap him on the back.
Sure, man. Sure.
Like a good while of drinking when I'm like pretty fucking smashed. Like Max kind of suddenly has like almost like a change of expression on his face, and he kind of like stands up and he kind of like turns like he's like, fuck this shit, man. Like I'm too young to be upset all the time.
Whoa, calm down, there, kid.
I kind of like
I glance over towards Max.
I kind of like grab my like loot, and I kind of like look around the room, basically trying to see Free Strings like hit him off his stage, and I like realize like he's not actually in here anymore. I guess. Where does he like normally perform?
Pretty close to the main entrance, like around here.
I basically just like fucking like stomp up to where he is, to like where he normally perform, and I like kind of grab my loot, and I do like a fucking like, just like trying to pour like all my kind of just like anger of the day, I guess, like into a song.
As
Like,
I like
anger,
as I like walk
yeah,
him over, I'm like I like lean over and I'm like, okay, there's gonna be like an epic guitar solo.
Yeah, it's
Only
like, I wanna go-
performance at disadvantage.
What do you mean advantage, Jacko? People drink when they play. Why does alcohol make you worse? You know, alright. Disadvantage performance. Nice one, boys.
I told you.
Nice one.
Half
Epic,
crying.
epic guitar
fucking-
solo.
It's amazing.
Oh, nice one.
Still a
But,
7.
some people would say that like metal is just really bad music. You know? So actually, it's a nat 20 in certain genres.
I say, yeah, I say I'm not sure he's found his tempo tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
you
like
go-
I'm kind of missing the strings with half the
Yeah,
thing.
you're missing the strings, but you know, you're not really. You're kind of in the
You're
group. Like,
you're hearing it in your head. like,
venting you're venting your emotions. Yeah, yeah.
Like the words,
But then suddenly
you know,
there's a moment of deja vu, and because you can both feel and see a tankard fly right past your face and hit against the wall next to you, and Durnan has walked up here, say, if you ever do that in my bar again, I will fucking kill you.
I do it again, Jacko. I'm drunk. I do it again. I just instantly continue.
Just keep playing.
Again. Yeah.
Another performance
Okay.
check or
Yeah,
7?
yeah. Is there double disadvantage? There's not.
It's not.
But yeah, you can roll me one other performance check as Durnan is rushing up.
No, not quite so bad.
He
Still
he
bad.
grabs you by the. Are you trying to like? He's trying to grab you by the scruff. Are you trying to dodge him or trying to keep
Not
him?
really. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you can not be grappled by this guy.
I'm just like ignoring his like
I suspect his
Can't
grapple's
even
pretty
coming
good. You're just gonna get like seat of the pants, like just chucked out like the
Yeah,
classic
exactly.
style.
I'm kind of like accepting it.
By
I'm
the
not
collar
like really
and by the
resisting.
belt. And like he uses you to open the door, and then one more swing and tosses you like pretty fucking far into the main street, like that's not the pavement. And you can hear him like shout back to Bonnie, "Where the fuck is the other kid? He was decent." Right.
I say to Mordai, well, you know, it's probably a good thing we're gonna have a new place to hang out.
Yeah, you know what? I very much agree with that. Very much.
After I like kind of dust myself off, I just find like I just like stumble through the like streets, finding like another bar to drink in for the rest of the night.
Ooh. Okay. Like on your way home, or like do you want to go to a specific board?
I'm just on my way home. Again, you know, I'm just like it's more just like whatever's close by. You know, anything that's like on my way.
Sure. Yeah, you know, on your way was the bar that you guys stopped at before. For example, there's the Great Drunkard, which is very popular.
Bit of pizza. Yeah, sure. That sounds good to me. I'll head towards that side as we get there. But yeah, I'm just like heading there and drinking and like fuck life.
Nice thing about that bar is that it is inside of a walking statue. So let me put you guys on the map real quick. Map of Waterdeep.
I'm looking forward to my parents shouting at me when I get home.
So right next to the market is the Great Drunkard,
Yeah.
and everybody's familiar with this because it is closely tied to one of the walking statues.
I consider myself the great drunkard at this point.
So, as that walking statue approached the market, it fell backwards and just like crashed into a building, and that building's completely gone. So now it's just sitting there with like a huge belly, and in front of it and on top of it is like where the new inn has been built. Yeah, and it's like two stories tall. All right, so you spent your evening there. Anybody else want to do anything for the night?
Yeah,
what's your
I
plan?
want to know, how long does it take to get places in this city? Like, if I wanted to
Like,
walk
go
to...
straight north to straight south, gates wise, is a couple of hours.
Couple of hours? Okay, where... So, it's probably quite a long way to Blackstaff Tower from here. Where is Blackstaff
Yeah,
Tower on
yeah.
this map? It's like
Blackstaff
over, somewhere
Tower
over here-ish, right? In the north area, kind of.
Yeah.
In the seaboard, I
I'll-
vaguely recall. Like there or
Can't-
something?
Blackstaff Tower is known well enough that you guys always have a vague sense of where it is. It is-
Okay, it's that one there, cool. Oh, that's not... Okay, that's like not that's like an hour, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of evaluating... I'm evaluating my options for the evening, and I say... More, I don't have any interest in swinging by and scoping out this, whatever it is, manor tonight, do you?
Just the two of us?
Kind
Take a
of
look.
like glance around. I mean, just like, you know, just walk past.
Sure.
What time is it right now, Jacko?
At this point, 4 or 5. It's still like the sun's still in the sky, so it's like 6:30.
Okay, yeah, that's plenty of time.
I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go find our way. Do you
Um,
remember what it was called? Wallow? I'll go ask Wallow.
Something troll thing.
Follow,
Northward, right?
After
It was-
Raynor left, he retired to his room.
Wait, Wallow went up there, but I thought he was still there. Trollhead Hall?
Something like that. Yeah. That sounds about right.
Trollhead Hall, I think. Something like that. Let's go ask people. Fuck, I'm drunk. Jesus.
Yeah.
You guys stumble in the streets.
It was not
Asking for-
Jesus. Who's the fucking god here? Quickly, name a god.
There's many here.
Iomade. My head. So we just like go to the high road, I think. He said it was somewhere in the North
That's
Ward, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I reckon if we head up to the junction here at Sulmore, that's like a pretty major like place. There's probably maybe some guards hanging around, or like, you know, some watchmen rather, or like, you know, there's at least some traffic, some people there, if there is anywhere. So at that point, I want to try and find a friendly-looking individual, and ask them if they happen to know in which direction Trollhead Hall is. No, Trollhead Manor. Trollhead Manor. That's the
Okay. You come up on like an older guy with like
Old
a
troll
balding
heads.
hair, pushing a cart full of cabbages. You stop him.
Yeah. It looks like because he's pushing a cart of cabbages. He's probably, you know, been here before, been around, knows the area a little bit. I say, hey, friend, and he's pushing cabbages, right? What's a cabbage worth?
Ask me these questions.
I don't know. Like, I want to evaluate like money to give this guy that's like, you know, incentivizing,
no, you know,
but
it's
like
not-
not
it's
like
not a
3
rich
times his annual salary. Like, I don't want to fucking
It's
insult
like,
him by just being like, look how
cabbages are
fucking rich I am.
For a
incredibly
full
rare.
cabbage, it's a few coppers or something.
Okay, I'll pull out like a
Okay,
handful of
keep
like
it
I'll pull out like a handful of like 5 silvers, and I'll say, hey, you got a moment? We're looking for somewhere real quick.
Of course, friend. Mighty kind of you.
Yeah, isn't it? So somewhere around here, there's a place. It's a big house. I think it's called Trollhead Manor. Might be
Oh,
Skull.
no fancies.
Might be Skull. I'm not sure.
Ah, Troll Skull Manor. Right.
Oh, it is Skull. Yes, Troll Skull Manor. That's the one.
Yeah, it's a great
correct,
tourist place. I can tell you're not from around
Sorry.
here. You're pretty close actually. So well done on that. You just take a straight right here, and then take the first right over there. That's that intersection, and then you're basically there. You just need to take the first left. You'll enter like a little courtyard area, which is what they call Troll Skull Alley.
Okay.
And the manor is kind of the centerpiece of the alley, but the rest of the street is a lovely picturesque part of town. Does that answer your question? Fred?
Yeah, I think I got that. I think we can make our way there. When he said at
Yeah,
the
so
intersection, he was pointing
pointed,
down.
You guys are here. You guys pointing up here.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured.
And then
Oh, wait,
first
I
right,
don't see your ping, but up is what I figured.
Yeah. So up and then right
yeah,
here,
cool.
and then somewhere on the left.
Cool, excellent. So we'll make our way up to this intersection. Oh, well, hand of the 5 silvers first. I just walk off. I pay him.
Yeah. Oh, mighty kind of you.
No,
don't forget to finish or to visit Henderson's cabbage shop. It's right over there.
I'll make certain. I do know where it is.
Okay.
Just in case you ever need. You never know when you might need a cabbage.
All right.
Like one day, someone's gonna be chasing me through this part of the city, and I'm just gonna say, "Okay, Jacko." With my move, I go into the cabbage shop. With my action, I get a cabbage, throw it at them, blinding them with like cabbage fumes and stench, and then making my escape.
They smell very cabbagey. So
It's gonna happen.
you reckon that plan's gonna work? Cool. So you follow his directions. You end up in Dalzoran Street, it's right over here.
Nice.
And then you can see. Let me actually.
Whoa!
Oh, what happened over here?
The whole map layer's moved. Okay, you need to undo a few times. I think you moved a big piece of the map. Control Z. Like you moved it, I think 4 times.
I didn't even know it was possible.
There we go.
Here we go. All right. Yeah. So you see Dalzoran Street and the street above it, Sardon Streets. They seem to like encircle like a little
Sure.
enclosure of houses.
I see.
From the south side, there doesn't appear to be a way in.
So there does or doesn't?
There doesn't.
Doesn't. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. In the map. So somewhere around here, he said, and then I guess we'll like pace around the full sort of extent of this block of buildings until we find a sort of front area.
Yeah, so from the north side, you can see like leading down into the streets. It keeps going into this alley. And you have found Troll Skull Alley. Let me just put that on the map for you boys.
Is there like, a troll skull?
Let me give you a quick description of the streets. So you can see a couple of children playing. One of them is a tiefling, actually. There's there's one a fat kid and a girl, and they appear to be holding wooden swords and like they're chasing each other in a circle, and screaming about. You see, let me see. You can see, you see right as you enter the alley, you see like an open forge. It looks like just like on the corner of the alley. Not currently active, but the forge is connected to like a residential area. Other than that, you see a few shops. Tom, you're familiar with one of the shops. You're one of your mother's friends. You recognize the name. Corellan's Crown is here. Like, and she's a member of the Guild of Apothecaries. Other than that, you see a magic shop. You see kind of a strange building that seems to be unremarkable, but there's a sign at the front that has like an orange and black sign featuring cat's eyes. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be any indication of what it is.
I say, damn, hate that movie.
And and at the end of the street, once you go past all of that, you do see a big manor actually, which seems to be what
Nice.
the name is about.
Okay, we'll just sort of mosey on up to that.
Let me see if I can find you guys a picture.
You said there's a couple of kids playing in the street.
Yeah. They're the street itself is pretty empty. You can see a few people on their balconies on the second floor gardening. But other than that, the children are the only ones in the streets.
Okay. I say, Hey Mordai, you any good with kids?
I'd rather not. If I choose.
What about magic tricks? Can you magic tricks?
No.
Come on, I know you can do magic tricks. Just give me a hand. Seriously, just help out.
Okay, I'll help out.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I can do some, but no.
Okay, just give me a hand, would you? Okay. Hey kids,
What kind of?
want to see a magic trick? Just look, follow my lead.
Don't
Okay,
talk
I'm
to
gonna do some
strangers.
cool
Don't
stuff.
talk to strangers.
Want to
So
see
you
something
walk
cool?
up to them and say, "Hey kids, you want to see magic?"
Want to see something cool?
Yeah, they instantly stop and say, "Oh, we love magic, Mister."
Awesome.
Oh, God.
Okay, I just glanced at my character a second ago, and I was like, I actually have trained performance. So, you know what? Why not? I want to make use of my prestidigitation, and with the aid of Mr. Mordai Lawson over here, we're gonna do magic tricks to entertain the kids. It's gonna be like sparks. We're gonna be like throwing like an orb of like fire back and forth from each other and stuff. Like, you know, it's gonna be good fun.
yeah,
Do you have prestidigitation, Tom?
You can.
No, he doesn't. Whatever. We just use my
I have mage
prestidigitation.
hand, I have thaumaturgy.
Hey, there we go. Thaumaturgy is counts.
that's
Thaumaturgy is the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
stuff
like,
like
you
this.
know.
Yeah, so roll me performance with advantage because he's helping you.
Nice. That's what I was going for.
Roll well.
Dude, they're entranced. Like you, from the moment you walked in, they were busy screaming and yelling, but they're just like, there's magic in their eyes and mouths agape, and they're just standing there like, oh.
Okay, so
And
I like.
as the performance finishes, I mean, go on.
Yeah, I like entertain them for like, a few minutes or so. Just, give them like the healthy expectation. I don't want to like cut it off too early. And then sort of, when we sort of wind it down, yeah, I'll give them a, so what do you guys know about this place? I point to like the sort of the manor next to us.
That's a dangerous place, that is.
Yeah.
We've been. Do you know about the bed, Mister?
Was this the barman? The barman that worked there, or someone else?
Sorry.
Is this the bar? Are they talking about the barman that used to work there, or
But it said, do you know about the bed?
oh, the bet? I say no.
Oh well, we've been betting each other to go in there because people say there's a ghost.
Huh.
But we haven't seen anything yet, Mister, and we've survived for three whole days.
Well, 3 whole days is a pretty long time to go without seeing a ghost. I mean, I'm not an expert, but the actual expert here, Dr. Mordai Lawson, will tell you that a ghost would almost certainly turn up the second you went into the building.
The little
They
thief
tend to, yes, they definitely tend to.
walks up to you. Are you a ghost expert, Mister?
I consider myself a little bit of an expert on the matter, yes.
Wow, have you ever fought one?
Many times.
He's like looking at your blade and saying, "Do you want a sword battle, Mister?"
Oh, sure, kid.
He goes into
Just like kills a
stance.
child.
Oh god. Awesome. You have a real
That
sword.
one kills a
Real battle
child.
sword.
They'll take it out of the sheath.
Hey, other child. Dr. Lawson could borrow your wooden sword for this, right?
Yes. Sounds good to me.
Wouldn't want to hurt anyone.
The little
Dr.
Yeah.
Lawson's really good with a sword, So if he accidentally got you, that'd be bad.
Very bad.
Do a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
the little fat kid like holds out his sword, and you can see now he has like a wooden wand as well,
Ooh.
and like a little stuffed owl bear, on his waist. Say, oh, okay, my wand is my real weapon anyway. And he hands you the sword.
I see. What? Does it cast lightning bolt?
Oh yeah, Mister. He pulls out the wand. And says, lightning bolt.
Oh shit! Fuck! Hang on.
Please let lightning bolt be cast though, Jack. If you can be a smart magic sorcerer, right?
Fuck! I get struck in the chest by the lightning bolt and fall like unconscious to the ground.
You take 3d8
the same.
damage. No.
It's better
Yes.
than last time.
Let me
Better than last
what
time.
it says. I'm gonna say like this kid at this point. He has a minus to his fucking inside. So he's like, oh no, I killed him. Oh no, the watch is gonna come. Oh, we gotta go. He starts like running in circles with it, along his friends, around his friends.
Heal me! Heal me! Mordai, heal me!
Oh,
And
sorry.
the other kid is like,
Say-
oh, I don't
I'm
think
fine,
he's dead,
fine.
Jank. He's talking.
Okay,
It's fine, it's
Mordai, like, Mordai,
Don't
I
worry,
like,
kid.
Mordai, heal me! Pretend to heal me! Do it.
God damn it.
Okay, so Morai heals you.
Mordai
Or you-
pretends
you
to,
do like-
he just like does like some purple, makes up some shit. I don't know. Mordai, you can decide what you do. I
I just like kneel down next to you and just like.
Oh, as soon as he touches me, I'm just like, oh, thank God. I'm fine. No, it was all good. I actually passed my death save, so I was gonna be okay anyway. But thanks for the heal.
Wow, that's real dangerous, mister. If you fail 3 of them, you die.
That's true. Well done, kid. You've studied up. You're gonna be a good adventurer one day.
We're gonna be heroes.
Yep. You're gonna save the city from monsters with tentacles on their face. Because they're sure as hell gonna kill us. What?
Morai, after you're done healing, like the little tiefling, he's like wearing an eye patch, and he has, other than his sword, he has like a small like toy bow around his back. And he walks up to you, say, "Can I join your group, mister? I swell fight real well."
You're a bit too young. Train hard and.
I'm 8.5.
Dude, this is the Divinity
hard in
DLC I
finals for
need.
2 years.
Recruit children.
John Army boys.
It's a mod for that in Mountain Blade.
God, fuck.
I'm like, well, I don't know about that kid, but tell you what, we might go and have a look around in that their manor in the next couple of days. So if we see anything, we'll be sure and let you know. You just hang around here, right? I kind of like look up and down the alley.
Well, we kind of go here and there. We don't really. You'll see us about, miss. We.
Wait a
we like
second.
this alley.
You got a place to live, kid?
I mean, we kind of enjoyed the manor.
Yeah, I see how it is. Alright, kid. Well, what do you say? You've been in there 3 days?
3 whole days and nights.
Alright, well, you know.
Slept for a little bit as well.
You're planning on spending a 4th whole day and night?
Is that a dare?
Not specifically. I'm just wondering what your intentions were.
Well, I mean, I want to, but Squidly over here is, he's not made of the same stuff.
Kind of look at.
See the tiefling kind of like embarrassed and like.
But that's,
he
I mean, that's
just
fair
glance
enough.
down at his
Like,
pants.
it's pretty scary. Well, you know, go where you like. But if you're around here next couple of days, you might see us. I got a friend. I think you'll like him. He plays music.
Good music. Great music.
Best music. Your parents will love it. Bye. And off we go.
When you mentioned the word parents, it kind of like goes sad. Okay, then you just
Bye. Yeah.
you can see like one of them like rubbing the other one's shoulder. All right. So you guys. Off note, by the way, of the 3 orphans, one of them didn't talk at all.
There were
the girl
3
was-
of them.
There were 3 of them, and then the girl was basically like standing on the side. And,
Oh, I didn't even notice her. Like as we walk away, Mordai's like, that third kid didn't talk, and I'm like, wait, that was a third kid?
Did not see the end.
natural 20 and stuff.
Nice job with the magic tricks, by the way. That was good stuff. What time is it now? How long has this little
That
excursion
was like-
taken us?
When was the last time you asked? Was that before or after the
It's
walk?
like it was before the walk, so it's at least the
Oh
time.
yeah,
of the
so
walk.
an hour later in total.
Okay.
So the sun is starting to set, but there's still more than enough daylight.
Flagstaff Tower open sort of all hours.
Not to the public.
Yeah, but to me, like the library. Can
Yeah,
I go to
yeah.
the library?
Yeah, there's a night shift guard, and your face is known. So you could,
Okay. Yeah, I say,
they put it under a lock and key, but yeah.
alright, Mordai, I'm gonna head back into work and do some looking into these mind flayers. Hopefully I'll know something by tomorrow.
Good.
Wait, you didn't call them mind flayers, I call them illithids. I shouldn't call them mind flayers.
That's it.
Illithids. Those things I don't know about, but...
He's using the latter name,
Mine
So I
just
couldn't find
flares.
a picture of the manor in the module, but I found one on Google.
Nice.
Google.
You can
Good
see
old
the manor,
Google.
like it's huge. Like there's 3 stories. It's pretty big in general, but it is a bit run down. Like obviously no one's lived there for a while.
Oh,
Sure.
need to throw some money in it. That's all.
Good thing Max has rich parents.
Parents, I'm moving out. Also, I need a thousand.
I need a small loan of 1,000 gold.
I know people like that.
Could we take a small break?
Sure.
Get
How
some,
small?
Get some food going. Like 5 minutes?
I am.
One Rocket League game. I hear what you were saying.
Yeah. Okay,
like
let's
it.
let's make it 5 to 10 minutes. And then...
Gives me time. Okay, swap over to the Rocket League scene in preparation. It's gonna be a blank stream for a little bit. But any second now.
Don't worry, YouTube audience.
Dude. So like a little while ago, like by a little while ago, I mean a couple of weeks ago, I thought to myself, man, it's been a while since I changed the battery in my controller. And like I've literally never thought that to myself. So like it must have been like it must be reasonably close to like me running out to me. I've thought that, and now it still hasn't run out. So like, are these like some OP batteries or something? Like,
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Are they made out?
how have they lasted? But like they're gonna run out in the middle of the session. Is the point I make.
Ah, that's fine.
I can feel it coming.
What can you actually see?
This ain't the car. I'm gonna. Ah, this looks like a better car.
Heatseeker mode live now. Whoa, wait a second, guys. Heatseeker mode. Live
Tom, you in on
now.
this shit?
This 3v3 limited time mode, Chris. You hear this?
That's fucking Heatseeker is insane.
Let's play Heatseeker, Chris.
Alright,
Try
let's
this
do.
once.
Play online.
Too much.
Heat Seeker. Find match. What the hell is it, Tom? Explain it. In 20 words or
You
less.
hit the ball and the ball goes straight to the middle of the opposing goal. It
Nice.
always curves in a
No
stupid
change.
direction. It's pretty
I
insane.
understand.
No
No
change.
change.
Exactly as it's always been. Oh shit. Okay, it's okay. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yeah, easy.
Oh shit, what's going on over there? There's no boost. There's infinite boost.
Oh.
Yes, there's this one boost. Yes. That's
Oh, that curve. That's pretty natural.
Oh.
Oh no. Whoa. Whoa. He saved it. Excuse me.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. And if it's our back of the thing, it kind of. Oh. And you should stay in goal, sir. all the time.
One of us has to hit it,
Whoa.
I guess, huh? Oh, okay. Or hits the. One of us has to hit it, or it's the back, right? Yeah. Oh, the curve. He-
Oh, why
dude,
did they
this,
hit it?
dude, this guy's trolling, I guess. He's really good as well.
I like you.
Oh shit, dude, I suck. How do you predict this thing?
Whoa.
Dude, it's impossible to know where it's gonna go. I swear to God.
Okay, that time it curved like crazy.
Dude, like, I can't read this ball at all.
Yeah, no, don't try. Like, there's no way.
Then
Like,
what are you gonna
it's
do?
insane.
Oh, it just comes away from me. Help it.
Oh my god, that guy is so nice. What a nice guy, always saving the ball. Wow, you should just stay in the goal.
Oh,
bro.
dude, yeah, you
Just stay in
really
the goal.
should, huh? Dude, I've done nothing. Dude, this game's hard. What the fuck is
Me
this?
neither.
What is this
I don't,
game?
know if I don't know if I've hit the ball once. No, I have 12 points.
I don't. I haven't hit it once.
Oh, that's going in, I reckon.
Easy.
That'll do it.
Simply outplayed.
And what a fucking finish. Look at the curve, man.
Perfect. That's how it normally goes.
Yeah.
Are you having a break?
Yeah, yeah, please. Ooh.
Dude, this fucking curve.
Why am I even chasing?
Dude, okay, once you start to visualize the curve, you can kind of see it coming. Like,
Okay, yeah, you got it. Oh,
nah.
oh,
I mean,
wait,
he
that
had
was
it,
me.
but like,
Okay, but you know.
no, I almost, but like, it was there, you know.
Where? I'll see you.
There. Nah.
Oh, that guy. What's the point of staying in goal if you don't have a safe place, you know? What a legend. Yeah, I agree.
Noom around the floor. Whoa, got a shot on goal for that, huh? Give me those points.
Fly so slowly. Compared to the ball, you know?
Ooh, that curve.
Pretty sick.
No! Oh, what a save.
This guy is much better now.
He's so much better than us.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Right? Oh. What am I gonna do?
Dude, you know what? I feel like this is ruining my, like, ability to play the regular
Yeah,
game as
yeah,
well. Like,
yeah.
you know.
I've literally. How are these people touching the ball so much?
Some people are good somehow. I don't know.
Can't be it.
Also,
Yeah.
why does
This
it
guy
look
is
like
good.
it's 3v2 for some reason?
Well, maybe the guy on that team is helping us out.
Ah. Ooh, okay. Dude, good thing I can't shoot, right?
I think that our teammates keep saving it. I don't know that time though. He keeps hitting our bar. I thought it
Yeah, I hit the bar like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I guess it just seeks towards the goal.
Yeah, it goes like
Okay.
straight, like towards the middle. It seeks toward the middle of the goal. If it hits the wall, it just bounces back.
Oh, it's so good.
What?
Chris, your goal.
When did I hit that?
I don't think we won't even show it.
No time in this replay.
No, it literally hit the above your own goal and just bounced back.
Yeah,
and-
way higher.
Yeah. No time in that replay.
I mean, it's been bouncing off your wall for a very long time.
Yeah, it had
Yeah,
been.
yeah.
Because like you guys haven't been hitting it.
I
at all.
know.
This one has it. Wow.
No, no! I think we got a
Nice.
teammate, huh?
Good work, teammate.
Woo! Hey, mum.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to do that, you just have to keep hitting.
Mm.
Like I'm reading what the guys wrote, like it's helping you out and get the ball to 60. But like it's not works.
Okay, I'm back.
I missed it, boys.
It's okay, you faked it. And gave me that shot.
I'm gonna hit this guy out the goal. I decided that's the most helpful thing I can do.
Makes sense. Oh, it almost worked.
Oh, epic save, apparently.
Easy.
What? Chris?
I mean,
That was you, my friend.
I touched it though.
Yeah, I saw.
Bad save.
Look at that.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yep.
Almost had it.
Shot on goal, though. Oh, what? Okay, surrender. It's unwinnable. Don't move.
No, we got it, we got it.
Hmm.
It's an easy game. Just gotta score goals.
Like 19 seconds left, you know. That's a spin. That's some spin. I had 3.
Oh, he got you there.
You didn't get me. I feel like I hit that after, but whatever.
He's all there.
Whatever. Oh, they got it.
You just gotta return the serve. Think of it like tennis.
Oh, I tried.
Whereas no one hit it yet.
Oh. Chris, you gotta get that. Oh, you did?
What a touch.
Oh, that curve.
Oh
You
no!
didn't even hit it.
Man, that's very upsetting.
Even match.
Gotta
I
see that
couldn't
again in the
even match.
replay. This hit into this hit. Oh, that
Even
carver.
match.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Leave match.
Okay, leave match. Is Jacko back yet?
Nope.
I think so.
I'll join you for next one. If you're gonna play another one.
Yeah, sure.
anything.
Fuck it.
Rocket League
Let's
related.
get
Just
the
invite
tea
me.
cold up in here.
Up in here.
Wait, where
Up
you
in
at?
here.
I see you're flying on Steam like a fucking nerd.
Like,
Ah, I think I was.
all these fuckers.
Wait, that's not what I want to do. Oh no, it is what I want to do. There we go.
It's lower than max speed in Rocket League. I feel like my car's going so much slower, you know? I'm sure that's the case.
That's
That
the
feels
ball
like-
just constantly accelerating, makes you feel like.
Nah, but like I'm in free play right now, and I'm like, man, I'm still so slow.
Just like it's just that feeling. It's like that feeling of moving after you get off a treadmill, you know.
Off a treadmill, who do you think I am?
Travelator then. Oh, easy goal for me.
Oh wait, is that Seed Seeker?
Yes. Oh yeah.
You can see by the shiny ball, man.
Yeah, that's why I said, is this Seed Seeker? I knew it.
And the fact that it's not in the middle of the.
Jesus. I fucking hate this curve.
Lucky us, huh?
Oh,
Told me the same.
I got it.
you got that?
Nope. Oh, thanks, Chris.
It does. Ooh.
Ooh,
Nice. Oh, what a.
Dude,
Ooh,
smart.
there we go.
Dude, you can see.
Calculate.
Like, that's the actual reason to go out. Is like the further down the field you hit it, the less time they have to like. It's like a shorter reaction,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you're right up in their goal and you hit it, it's like it's almost impossible to
Oh, yeah.
save.
As long as there's enough space for it to come in.
Yeah. It needs a bit of time to accelerate, but then it quickly becomes like a. Oh no! Oh no!
You got that right, Tom?
Ah,
Ooh, that's over, right?
yeah, easy.
Easy.
Yeah, and with it, it's nice. That's why I like to see
Oh,
that both
Jesus.
overextended.
Oh,
Easy.
that's again. If you hit it like into wall like that, it does like a sick
Yeah.
around the side though.
Yeah.
Like when it, if
Like-
it goes all the way around, that like that.
Yeah,
with the
that's
collision,
that.
Crazy.
Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like I
yeah.
did it actually last game where I like just tapped it and I like whipped back around behind my car
Mhm.
and like
Yeah, but
almost
it
went
goes-
in at the end. That's the tricky movement. Unreadable.
If it goes straight in, then you can just like stay and go.
See, that's readable. Can't read this though.
Ooh. Didn't even try to read that bit. They were like, I
Can't
don't like
read
that.
this though.
I look too good.
You see, you just hit it away and it's like nyom.
Yeah, you don't hit it straight at the goal. I think you gotta hit it like a.
Yeah, yeah. It makes it so much harder to read. It's just like you gotta base it on the fact they're humans and suck.
Exactly, exactly. T-no.
Oh, what a hit!
Ooh, but I don't think that's going
That's
in
not going in there. Well, if he saves it. Ooh, wow. Power hit. Hey, how you doing?
Ah, fuck me.
Nice. Oh shit.
well,
No, me not. Neither.
Ah, they got us.
They got us.
They got us.
You
Dude, it's such a fucking. Look at the speed of that
But that like went off.
trajectory. I love this fucking shit. This is fucking. I mean, well, I mean, obviously it's like a normal game. Ball spins as it normally would
Exactly.
if you hit it at the right angle. Obviously,
It's true. If you had enough speed on it.
a little bit of a wall bounce. Oh, they almost couldn't read it. Ooh, I missed it. Didn't matter.
I went for the preemptive block. It's kind of hard.
Nice,
Oh,
Tom.
oh,
That's
there
sick.
we go. Oh, I wanted to hit it again. Mess it up a little.
Oh no.
Oh, that's coming in.
Get out of
Oh,
here.
Chris.
Too straight though. Too easy to read.
Oh god. Oh,
Nicely
that
done.
lock's gonna go. Oh, that's way over.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What a bounce! What a bounce!
It's like practicing saving actually, right?
Oh, okay.
Pretty good goalkeeping training.
Dude, I want to see this bounce again. Oh, no, it's down. Oh, it's just slightly too late on the replay.
Oh my god, look at that. He just got it.
It's great goalkeeper training actually, yeah.
Well, instead it like ruins your perspective on how a ball moves.
Yep. But you know, it makes you better at, like flying when you gotta stop it going in, you know?
That's true. Teaches some of the important principles.
Epic save, hookers.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that's a quick one. And it's straight off their wall.
You got that right?
Yeah.
Okay, got this.
Nice.
It's
Oh,
enough time
shit!
to,
Got
doesn't
it.
give it enough time to curve.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Ah, just
Dude, why am I in the midfield? I gotta get out of here. This isn't helping.
It can work, it can work.
one person, yeah, but like,
Yeah, no
Yeah, I
more.
should have been there.
oh, no,
Yeah, I think if you have one person.
I think I missed. I don't know. Somehow I thought this one was gonna hit the wall. I don't know why.
Dude, I saw have so many points for no goals.
So it's saves,
But fewer saves than me.
yeah. And zero saves, so yeah.
Okay, this is. Tom's just like
Oh,
farming
no,
some
no,
other
no,
kind
no,
of point.
that's bullshit.
He's found a new point.
Well, I like that.
I like
Yeah.
it too. There's his points.
There's his points. What a save, baby. Nice shot, baby. Play it like a normal Rocket League. You just go front of the goal, wait for the
exactly.
rebound. Okay,
Oh
that
shit,
one.
what the fuck?
Okay, nice.
Whoa! That one went for a ride. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Did you get some? You get some long distance goals in this.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
No!
Shit.
Some like high like distance travel time. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's accident.
Ah.
Beautiful finish.
This one.
The fakes.
Got him. Uh oh. Uh
Ah, almost had it.
Dude, it moves so fast. The constant acceleration is insane.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, fucking.
Okay. Gave it some top. Oh,
This other guy. This guy tried to destroy me in goal. Look at
what a
him.
bastard. Oh.
I'm just kind of jumping over him.
You're gonna stop doing
Oh,
this. The
there's a
same hit
goal
over
going
and
to
over
you,
again. Nicely
Yeah,
done.
maybe. Alright, I'll stay back. Oh my god, I thought that was somehow gonna end. I don't like that. Oh my god.
Nice.
Wow, nice. Oh,
Ah shit. Ooh, nice one, Chris.
alright.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
Ah.
Whoop. Okay.
Ah, so fast.
Well, no save. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh god, that's so fast. That's scary. Woo.
Shoot! Oh no.
Oh my
Stop that,
god,
you can't
that's
stop
that
that.
one.
What's the speed on that
So
ball?
fast.
144.
That was so fast.
Okay, but let's not forget I just got completely denied a bicycle save.
Yeah, you did. Fuck.
Man, I said 0 saves. Nice.
But the game just like arbitrarily denies saves. You could have like 100 saves.
Sure. That's
Uh-oh.
It's going in, Tom.
He's got it.
Yeah, easy backflip save. No? Oh shit, this one scares me. No, not at all.
That doesn't need to though.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, that's doing it. Oh,
Oh,
Chris,
come on,
you guys are good. And back again. I'm just chasing him in case Wow.
Not even close, baby.
No!
Oh my god, Chris.
Third
You're,
right
really- you're stacking these saves up, man.
No, no.
Oh,
I couldn't get it. I did touch it. I couldn't get the angle though that time.
God damn it.
Dude, I farmed some epic saves there.
Oh, there you got lucky that
Look
didn't
at
go
Ian
in.
not pulling his weight. Look at
Oh,
that.
you know,
No
I'm going for
save.
the sneak. I got the 3
No
goals.
save.
I got 3 goals, guys. You know, where are you guys?
No
go?
saves.
Where are you guys go?
Wait, still no sign of Jacko though?
Yeah, he's back, he's back.
Wait,
He's
get like
back?
that,
Yeah, but
He's
no,
on
I
camera.
don't have like. I for webcams I use my like stream my OBS, which is like on Rocket League right now.
I get
I was like for so long, I've been like trying to figure out how do I have OBS here and like the webcams here. When all the time, and never in my brain was I just like, why don't I just have the OBS open and I can see the webcams there?
Why do you need OBS open?
Like so that I can make sure like I've got it's not like dropping frames, that I've got like it set to the right scene because it's like sometimes I
First
forget.
bit, you know.
Like sometimes I leave myself muted and stuff. I mean, I don't need to see it, but I need to check it from time to time. But now I'm like, oh, actually, I just have this open, and yeah, it works fucking really well. Like honestly, I don't even need Roll20 open. I just except I have to type and chat. But like this is this is all I need.
Hi, Jack, we're ready. You're muted.
No, he's not. Don't troll him.
Okay.
Chris, why are you trying me?
Dude, it was tempting. That's the only thing I can say in my defense. I experienced temptation, so I chose to act. So I don't necessarily want to roleplay anything. I just wanted to go to Blackstaff Tower and use my research background to fucking find out about illithids.
But Illithid, okay. How much time are you spending? Because by the time you get back, it's like 8 p.m.
I want to aim to be in bed by midnight.
Much up every night. Never works out.
And like, if that ends up being half past
You live
midnight,
decently
I'm
far
not
away,
like,
right?
yeah, I've got my apartment marked on the map. It's over by the Yawning Portal. It's probably like an hour away.
Okay, just roll me a history check. See what you get.
History, nice. Oh, shit, actually, it is decent for me.
Check this real quick.
Yeah, it's a 10, you know, so it's a 16 really, but it's okay.
1 sec.
Doesn't kick ass, but it at least chews gum.
All right. 16. Oh, sorry. Did I say history check? This is definitely Arcana. But is this the same modifier?
Almost certainly.
Almost certainly.
Yeah,
But
it's
in
the
the
same
morning,
modifier.
Jacko, you mean tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sure,
Yeah.
I'll just ignore that for now.
So, but Chris, it's the same modifier, right?
Almost
You're
certainly.
playing
So
them
no,
both?
yeah. Wait, sorry. You said it. You didn't say
It's
history.
Arcana.
Oh, it's
history check.
Arcana. Yeah, sorry. It is. It's identical
Yeah.
modifier.
I'll just with that. Yeah, you know, they are closely. I mean, yeah, let's see. You know, they prefer the Underdark as opposed to like the above world.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's like 99% of the sightings of people.
Same.
What's this about brain
you know-
eating though?
You know, they have natural psionic abilities. So that's
Same.
anything related with minds. You know, they have relationship with the Drow, with Beholders, with Duergar. You know, other races of the Underdark. And yeah, I mean, you've already seen them, so you know what they look like. More than that, you would have to find them like deeper
Wait, what's this?
tomes that you can
Doesn't say
access.
anything about the brain eating. I heard that rumor.
Yeah, you know they have minions that can eat brains, and you
Okay,
know they can consume brains to gain knowledge.
Okay, I look up that like also that specific fucking little thing that was the brain with legs.
Intellect Devourer.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, interesting.
As he said, range of legs.
Okay, and then yeah, I'll like realize, oh shit, it's that the time, and then head back and go and get my long rest.
Yeah, the candles mostly going, but finish. Put back the book and go to your apartment. Okay. I need to type one more thing. I'm sorry. Okay. Right. So everybody wakes up. Some more hungover than others.
I felt worse.
Max, you're lucky that your parents are very busy preparing for a new opera play, doing the music for it. So they are too busy to pay close attention to you as of this moment. So
Yeah,
if you
mum and
wanna know
dad.
where
No
you-
wonder I'm so fucking running off and finding illnesses. You fucking don't pay any attention to me, you know? Fucking bastards.
so reflective of yourself. It's nice to see for such a young man. Okay, but you help me remember. Where did you guys say that you were going to gather?
Didn't.
Yeah, we
We
did in the
did.
morning in the yawning portal, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Right. So you reconvene at the portal. Let's say it's 10 a.m.
Excellent. That gives me time to.
Damn! Oh god, I don't look very good from the head when I get there. 10 a.m.
This,
My
this
god.
gives me time to
I'm wearing like sunglasses while walking, like fucking.
You're right, expensive.
like I can mage armor, then arcane
Designer.
recovery, and get my
Designer
spell points
sunglasses,
back.
you know. Kind of
I'm
groggily
feeling
go up
pretty
to the
good.
bar.
That's the play.
Dornan isn't there yet, but Bonnie is.
I'm like, hey buddy, you got a coffee?
Yeah, I can bring you some of the black stuff.
Oh,
You want some sugar in it?
yeah, sure, that sounds good.
I like come up next time I say you're lucky Darren isn't here. You'd be fucking out in your ass again.
Whatever, man. I kind of like to, you know, I just like kind of find a table and just like put my like head in the hands.
You know, for what it's worth, he has an interesting style.
Thank you.
I thought
If
so
he hones
too.
it a little bit, maybe. I don't.
I mean, I was
Yeah,
pretty
I don't have-
fucking
have
drunk,
much either
you
for
know? Like,
You weren't that drunk.
I was pretty fucking drunk.
No,
I
you're
guess
right. You're pretty
impressed
fucking drunk.
He was pretty drunk. I
He
served
was.
him way
He was pretty
a
drunk.
little too much.
I'm impressed I was able to fucking see the strings, man.
Yes, yes. We all get it. You're very impressed with yourself.
Exactly.
We've come to that conclusion.
Now what the fuck are we doing?
So here's the deal. We
Dude,
have been
please,
offered in
please,
payment.
Lower your voice a little.
We have been offered in payment
Mm-hmm,
a spooky fucking haunted house.
Yeah, you
I
told
went
me.
with Mordai, we checked it out. It's definitely haunted. There's a couple of orphans living in there, they reckon it's haunted too, but they haven't seen anything yet. That's just because I reckon the ghost has a soft spot for kids. It's probably going to try and slit our throats the first chance it gets, so we got to be on the lookout.
Trying to like change your heart. Like, yeah, we can be adventurous, whatever.
Nice. I'm glad you've come to that conclusion because I don't know, man. I kind of enjoy hanging out with you, even though you're kind of weird and sulky and adolescent. It's actually, you're kind of cool. I enjoy it. I enjoy the vibe. There's an important. You ever heard of feng shui? It's like where your furniture goes or something. Point is, you're an important part of my kind of soul hygiene. Just having you there is good for me.
Soul hygiene.
Don't call it that.
So what? We're gonna go like kill a fucking ghost?
Nah, maybe. I mean, it could go multiple ways. Point is, we're gonna go with Volo whenever he turns up and have a look at
That
the
is
place.
not the word.
And then, presuming we are amenable to the situation, and I mean, I had a look, and I don't have a picture, but I know you do have a picture in. So the point is, it's pretty good looking.
Alright. Well, like, you guys want to like actually live there?
I haven't seen the inside yet. That's, reserve judgment. Might be a bit of a fixer-upper, but I can fix up. And, I mean, you've seen the place I'm living right now.
Yeah, it's true. It's a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit. It's literally... It's like above a mortician. So it's like, there isn't worse real estate in this city.
Yeah, it's true. We're below the morticians.
I chuckle at that. I look around. Is Jet here yet?
Let's say at that moment, Jet walks in.
Excellent. Jet, come drink some hangover recovery stuff. Coffee. We're getting coffee.
Yeah.
And like
I would-
pastries. We need
Or-
pastries here. I think I call to the...
Pastries.
Yeah, like breakfast pastries.
Sure, you get some croissants.
Exactly.
Right, after like I have a bit of coffee, I look like a good amount better. I'm like, all right. So I kind of look at is Lawson here yet?
Come.
Probably I'll walk in a couple of
Okay,
minutes
that's
after
what
he
I said.
says that.
On cue.
Oh,
I'm like,
Nah, a couple of minutes.
He's
now.
waiting.
Fashionably
I
late
talked
as
about him
always.
behind his back for so long. Excellent.
Ah, it's- no.
Alright, so we're just. Does anyone know like which room Volo is? Like, is he just? I look around. Is he drinking a beer somewhere in the room? Yeah?
Just getting it on.
He is at his as usual table, but he's just consuming some sausages.
Yo, Volo, come here, man.
It's the opposite side of the bar.
Okay. Before we go over and say anything that's actually audible to Volo,
What? Ignore me, Volo. I gotta yell, what, man?
yeah. Do you? Who's heard? Okay. Who here has heard of Vajra Safar?
What rolls do I need to make?
You don't. Well, you can if you want to see how much you know, but you know she's the Black Staff of the city. The Black Staff is a position that is almost on the level of the Open Lords, in that they have a lot of
Okay.
power.
I say,
Juicy gossip do
I know you probably
So
have, but I
history?
don't like to assume.
What juicy gossip do I know about her?
You're a courtier, yeah, you can roll history.
Damn, I never knew history was good. I mean, I could assume they would all be good. Why is there no society in this fucking edition?
Yeah, I know. You can do history with your charisma modifier or whatever.
Okay. Then it's another +2, so 50.
Right. I'll send you some.
Okay. I'm like, I know some shit, but you know, I've got it written down somewhere. I'm sure
Okay,
we'll go back
look.
in any second.
Point is, she's my boss. She's the youngest person ever to hold the position of Blackstaff. It's the High Wizard of Waterdeep. She's charged with using all the magic and resources at her disposal to defend the city against its threats. She was handpicked for the bloody job by Kelvin Aronson, the previous Blackstaff, and wields the Blackstaff from which Kelvin derived the name and title of that office. She's a big deal, and she wants to meet us.
Oh, okay.
She mentally contacted me. It was kind of fucking creepy.
That's unlikely.
It's not
Maybe
good
it's
damn
like-
it, walk
maybe
in.
Maybe it's like a mistake.
Remember when fucking what's his name? Rhaegar? That's not his name. What is his name?
You know.
Rhaenar. Remember when Rhaenar was like, I'm
It
not
was-
really a big deal? Yeah, well,
Exactly.
turns out he knows her and like casually brought us up or something.
Who knows who?
Rhaenar knows
All these
Vajra
fucking
Safar,
nobles know each other, man.
and now she wants to meet us
who's
because
that?
Rhaenar just fucking mentioned
The
us
blacks.
and our exploits or something. Apparently we're good.
For a job?
Which is it's kind of actually a little bit personally insulting to me. I'm not going to bring this up with her, but I've worked like really hard for quite a long time there and like never been noticed. But now like I fucking just wandered into some fucking thieves' den and rescued some rich asshole. I'm
Yeah,
like,
they cared about like
you know.
Yeah, I think you had to pay attention to yourself and then.
like I'm just saying,
people to pay attention
I
to
thought
you.
I was doing a good job at the Blackstaff Tower, and she's now this is why she wants to meet me. It's on this little
one
risk.
of the
You
hundreds.
have to
of,
take
like,
the opportunities that you get.
Yeah, but like they're all fucking morons, and
You're
I'm
probably
like,
not that special, man.
I'm
Please
pretty
don't-
fucking special. Okay, no, that's true.
You know,
But one day, I promise you, one
Eventually-
day, I'm gonna be a pretty fucking special wizard.
Yeah, you're gonna be holding
I-
up.
I
I
believe-
might
I
not be
believe you,
yet,
Raven.
but one day.
You've got what you need.
Fuck. Okay.
You've got what it takes.
Well, okay, let's go.
On the note of other jobs, I've gotten another.
Oh, you too. Fuck
Night.
me.
Yes, and I think it was from over there. Might as well walk over to see what it is.
He sent a letter.
Also,
He sent a letter
Yes.
via flying snake. Yes.
But what? Sorry. I look at this guy who sent the letter. What is this person?
Frank steak.
Snake.
flying thing. And just so we know and keep our eyes out,
Nice.
3 strings seem to be missing.
I don't fucking care about this shit, alright? Like, a guy's gone missing. Oh, who the fuck cares? Like, a guy did.
Yeah, no, we
We're
can.
missing every fucking day.
Yeah,
in this
wait,
we
city.
can-
We're
I'm
got the
not
fucking missing
telling you to
police
fucking
people.
search for.
Like, I'm on my fucking.
I'm just
We're
look.
missing. What the fuck are they telling us?
It's just Max. If we walk past like evidence of what's happened to 3 strings, we're good people. We'll just do something about it.
Like, I don't fucking. This isn't.
Look.
Everyone can walk past a fucking musician. Why are we the special
Look,
people?
we're
who
gonna
can
go.
walk past them?
We're gonna go
Yes, well,
settle
that's the
down
spirit,
in a big
yes.
fucking house, and we're gonna kick some ass together, and we're gonna need some ass to
fine.
kick. And this
Okay,
is
kick ass.
This
like,
represents
missing
the ass we will eventually kick. Somewhere, 3 Strings is in need of help, and we may or may not get round to
How do we
doing
know
something
he's in
about
need of
it.
help?
Because otherwise, why would anybody tell us about it?
But he's missing. People go missing every fucking day. It's a big city.
Exactly, and people get asked to find stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
He's
I mean,
not fucking strangers. You know, just ask a fucking.
man, no one's asked us to find him. They're just saying he's
What do you mean
missing.
they asked Jet to find
No,
him?
he just said Jet just heard that he's missing. We're just gonna
Jet, did she ask you if you could help find him?
maybe. Okay.
Oh,
Of
fucking
course,
shot.
that would always.
Look, if we have the chance, we'll get round to it. Okay, we got a house to get in order first.
Yeah, that's
And
fine, man. Okay, I'm good
We
with that. Like, that's
probably
cool.
don't want to
That's
say no to Vajra Safar.
Yeah, also pretty cool.
In
you know,
the
blacks
long
are pretty
run.
fucking powerful. Okay,
Yeah.
this is what I agree with. Fucking musician from the bar goes missing. Let's call the fucking musician brigade.
I was
Is
not
that-
the day when we
It
don't
was
have
3
any
strings anyway.
Jet's a kind of
Max.
he's a charitable
Look,
kind of guy.
Max, yeah, you know what? I agree with Max. Fuck 3 strings. He's shit anyway.
What? No, no.
Give it-
Look,
give it a
Okay,
couple of
Jet-
weeks and
Jet-
Max will be performing
Jet.
here, you know?
I promise you, we're gonna find 3 strings. We're gonna save him. You and me,
I
baby.
mean, I'm down for that shit. But I think we should. Let's walk over to Yago.
But not right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, Volo, how's it take? Let's go over to Volo now.
Let's skip. No.
You see, okay, so you see Yagra blackout, like she's blacked out, like her head is on the table on
Classic.
the left side of the room, and you see Volo just finishing up his breakfast.
Yeah, I'll go see what. Yeah, she may. Yeah, I'll be right back. I just gotta walk over to Yago. It's kind of like, just from a distance with like the sheet on my sword, just kind of poke her in the shoulder and just like step back, just in case.
Ah!
Hey there.
Oh, hey there, newbie.
Good sleep.
She removes some drool from her chin.
Good sleep.
That depends. What time is it?
Something past 10 a.m.
Fucking amazing sleep in that case. All right. Come, join me.
I sit down.
Yeah.
You-
Okay.
Was it you who sent me a message last night?
No, but the boss did mention something about that.
Oh,
He
boss.
said to let you through whenever you arrive.
So we go up. Do I need to bring the others with me?
I don't know what the letter say.
Yeah, to bring the others with. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay, sure.
I don't maybe bring the others with you.
Okay. We'll just have a little chat with Vol over there, and then we'll go up. And I walk back over to the table.
Okay.
Oh,
This
it's
point.
not Yagra who sent the message. It's
Flank steak.
Wait, who's?
So, like flank steak sent a message, right?
look, man. Like the fine steak delivered the message. Someone else sent the message. It was my boss
Okay. Your boss, nice.
and the Yagra's boss.
Nice.
Okay, so the boss wants to talk. Volo.
Yeah, we should go up.
I look over at Volo.
But like, we're not gonna be anyone's bitch,
Isn't
right?
going
right?
anywhere.
Like, no offense, Lawson.
Man, you're not joining. You're
I'm
not
just-
joining the gang, Max. Don't worry.
It's polite. If someone wants to talk to you, shoot what they have to say.
exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. But like,
So let's go hear what is to be said.
No hidden strings. No hidden strings.
Oh, you need boots to lick.
There's always hidden
We're just
strings.
gonna represent ourselves in front
Sometimes 3 of them.
look at the fucking house first before any of this shit. When
what do
did
we
they
do
want to?
first?
When did they want to see you, man? Like, baby, when did she want to meet?
She said when we find time, so she didn't seem particularly urgent about
Accommodating
it.
of her.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, wait, let me just confirm what she
I
said.
thought she'd be fucking busy.
Just said, well, she said, come to meet me, bring your friends.
That's-
She
you know what?
just
Let's
she just said, come to meet her, bring the friends.
Paula's gonna stay.
I don't think she's like a particularly, patient woman. I think we should do it like today or tomorrow, but
Oh yeah, definitely. today.
I don't.
Definitely today.
I don't think it's like a first thing in the morning kind of job.
Pick up all the quests first, boys.
She knows I have work. I work for her.
Haunted house, evil gang boss, powerful man,
Hey!
missing bard.
We're calling evil.
Your boss, missing the bard.
Look, man, we're
Look,
75%.
Some of
legit,
some of this shit has to be pro bono. Okay, eat it, deal with it.
No offense, man, but it's still an evil gang. Like,
It's-
I mean, whatever.
What
You
the hell
do
do
you.
you mean?
I'm not saying you're evil,
we're
but like,
moving into
Isn't like
legitimate
all-
business,
isn't all the
okay?
people
That's
with-
the old management. That's old management,
But
man.
like they were at one point in the man. Oh, the KKK isn't that bad nowadays. Like
What's the KKK?
You
Look,
know,
Mordai, all I'm saying
Never heard
is,
of
so crazy.
You know.
Nice guys.
he's kind of
Go
right.
crazy
Yeah.
gnomes with
It's,
a
it's pretty obviously an evil
Jump
gang.
onto a gang. Like I
Like,
know
man,
it.
like I said, 75% legit at least. I'll have you know.
Doesn't even sound like a remotely accurate estimate.
Hey man, I'm not making it up. Look it up.
It's definitely making it up.
So, like I said, evil gang boss, powerful mage, missing musician.
Okay,
all
let's
fucking
just go
haunted
talk
house.
to the evil gang boss right now. Let's get this out of the way. Let's
Where's
show on
your
the
evil
fucking road.
headquarters,
Up-
Lawson?
Okay, like can you not call him evil gang boss like in front of him?
Not in front of him, no. I
What's
like
his
my
name?
testicles
Okay,
where
please,
they are.
Thank you.
What's its name?
Devil.
Davil. It sounds suspiciously like devil, man. Is all I'm saying.
Not even close. No, it's kind of close.
My
Make
last
it
name's
taste.
Lawson. I
First
am
one
not a
meet the
son of
nice
law,
gang boss
you
called
know.
Davil. This sounds like a good plan. I agree.
Like my last name's Lawson. I'm not a son.
Your full name's fucking Mordai, and you keep telling me you're not a fucking evil gang. But whatever you say, man.
I don't know what my name is supposed to have with it.
What are you trying to say
It's a
about our
tiefling.
tiefling
You're being
warlock?
very
huh?
racist.
What are you
Being
trying to
very
say about our
racist.
tiefling warlock? Out of interest, Mordai, I meant to ask last night, but I got too drunk. Who is your patron?
Let's call that professional secret.
He's fucking evil as shit.
Davil.
Mordai, the tiefling warlock. Oh, I can't tell anyone about my patron.
I'm not evil.
And I don't. It's not an evil gang either. Yeah, okay. It's fine, man. I don't really give a shit, but like,
Yeah, like I said, I don't care, but I'm not gonna call him an evil gang.
just
You know,
don't
there's a
say
lot of-
that. No, really, don't say
Look,
it to his
I can-
face.
I
Like
can tell you
he'll
this much,
he'll rearrange yours.
Much is not a devil or a demon or any kind of secret entity. I don't know.
I'm gonna judge
Whatever.
this myself.
Just saying.
Let's go have a look, Checker.
I lead the
Guys,
fucking way, Mordai.
Yeah, I lead the way upstairs. Let's,
All right, you guys
let's go. Let's kind of stuff.
take this the upstairs. You guys more like lead you to like a room at the end of a hallway that has its own little area cordoned off. But Mordai confidently knocks on the door. You hear some mumbling inside, and a few seconds later, the door opens, and a beautiful human woman steps out.
Pistol under my breath.
That's
Like a 10 out of 10.
Picture.
I can't give you a picture of the woman, but I can give you a picture of Devil. Who,
I don't give a shit about him.
he has a beautiful office, like a huge like wooden desk that he's sitting behind, and like one of those fancy chairs with a giant back. On the wall, there's actually like a white dragon head mounted.
So there's a picture of him. Alright, I want to judge how evil.
Yeah, and the picture I'll show to players.
Let's see how evil he
But
is.
this is in his adventuring gear. He's currently in like
In his black
Fine.
bloodied robes. Then.
fine robes. Yeah, so Devil is son.
Not devil, it's Davil. Come on.
You can't see it, Jacko.
You can't see it.
Because it might be if it's in
Thanks.
Tom's handout, you need to edit and put in everyone's portrait of players will work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
It's
No, but if he's put it in our handouts, you should be able to
Show it
open
to
it and
everyone?
find it, right? Oh,
Yeah,
there.
we
Okay.
He's got
So
that
he's
like
a-
shifty evil look as
Dude,
well.
what is fucking Floon? What are you doing here?
Something about
No,
this
this guy has blonde golden hair. He's a sun elf, and he has
See, legit, there's something evil about
he has
it.
like golden eyes and like a nice smile as he welcomes you in. Says, "Ooh, the new adventuring group. Please enter my humble abode."
Yeah, hey, boss.
Hey there, Mordai. Pleasure to see you as always. He
Likewise,
points
likewise.
towards some chairs in front of his desk. Now, please join me.
I'll take a seat.
I sit down.
I'm
Now,
not gonna stand all day, you know.
Raven, like, low-key moved away from his elven homeland to get away from this high-energy, gregarious, like, bullshit. So he's kind of, like, just a little,
awkward.
you know.
No. Yeah, he leans back into his chair in that very evil way.
He steeples his fingers.
Now, word has reached me of your success on on the last job you partook together. A very successful mission indeed. I'm very proud of all of you. It is
I
a haunting thing, your first dangerous quest. I look back on it fondly. Now, I do wish to clear something up. I hear that our name, the name of my organization, the Xantarum, has been put through the mud just a little bit. I wish to assure you we had nothing to do with this business. And that's not to say we don't.
Insight.
You can roll an insight check. Now, it's not to say we don't get our hands dirty. But this business was not the way we go about it.
Well, true that once.
Why are we so bad? Fuck.
True that once. Nice.
He seems very upfront and like cordial, as if he wishes to apologize.
Yeah.
So, what seems to be going on here is someone using our name to put a taint on our official and well-meaning business.
Like I said.
Yeah, but he said it more convincing than you.
That's why he's the boss.
Oh, by the way, Ian, you recognize this guy now that you have taken a second look at him.
Oh shit.
He has appeared at various galas and parties that you've also attended. You've never been face to face. You don't really know in what capacity he was there, but he seems to have been in high circles. Yeah. And he says, and because you have managed to help us in clearing our name, we're still working on that. I wish to offer you a second potential job, something that could be worthwhile for the both of us. And don't worry, this job does not include anything illegal. Well, not necessarily. It, in fact, benefits the city of Waterdeep itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Great importance. Well, what is it?
Now, we operate mostly in the dockwards. It's just where most of the trade happens. It's where the city is liveliest, you could say. However, in recent times, there's been a bit of a problem. Maybe one or two assailants has been a pest with our employees and pretty much anyone. And he kind of looks at Max and Willem of the pointy-eared variety. There's been an assailant in the night who specifically targets elves and half-elves and murders them in a very gruesome manner, for no particular reason other than they honor their race. And that kind of thing, well, first of all, it's just stupid. I mean, let's not mince words about it. But other than that, it inhibits the thing that I would like to see: money. People would like to feel safe in this beautiful city. And unfortunately, the Watch hasn't been able to do anything about it because they are the Watch and therefore useless.
Exactly. Lazy bums.
Right.
Like, what about that friend of yours in the watch? More die.
They're just contacts, You have contacts all over the place. Doesn't mean they do their job perfectly,
Very rude. Then why did you ask them for help the other day?
Sorry?
You asked them for help the other day, right? Or for info. Then they're not. Can't be that useless. Otherwise, you wouldn't need the help. The clever man you are.
Clever, not all-knowing. I am not God, and the people that are not God need help.
So the lazy
Other
bums
people.
more than you.
This is how it works. You forge connections with other people.
Maybe the lazy bums who are better than you at some stuff.
Here is as I see.
You wouldn't know, rich boy.
Guys.
A person is smart, people are stupid. The same for an organization. It requires meticulous leadership, such
So
as
your organization
the one I gave
is
myself,
stupid?
in order to prevent that from happening.
Max, we're just not going to bring you next time we talk to someone important. You know that, right? You're just going to have to sit outside on the naughty step.
That's okay.
Don't worry about it. A sharp tongue is sorely needed in most conversations. It really speeds up the whole process. But next time you speak back to me, be ready to mince some more words.
I like, look, really?
Dude, I'm like, dude, I don't fucking care, man. I just like get up and leave and go downstairs.
He actually doesn't care. He's going through he's figuring some stuff out.
He's got balls.
For now.
Does he have to keep them?
Yeah, it's just, maybe.
He has yet to learn that silence is
Maybe.
gold.
That's like I said the other day. Nah.
Especially for grunts. Not that I mean at you guys.
Well, this
Grunts, of course
afternoon,
not. You're part of the family.
we're going to take him to mouth off in front of Vajra Safar, and we're going to see how that goes for him. On that note, I know how she seems to have heard about us, and a few other people. Out of interest, how did you hear what went down, or is that not information you're interested in sharing?
You know, the Zentrum, they pay for information. That is part of our trade. We know things. We have many eyes everywhere. I mean, we realize that the city cannot function without us, so we like to keep a close eye on things.
Fair. I've no
And
information.
the abduction of the son of the previous Lord of Waterdeep is certainly among those events that we need to keep close track of, especially from the images.
No big fucking deal, he said. Sorry, just musing to myself. Anyway, we'll certainly look into it. The elf disappearing situation, I care about that from multiple perspectives.
Right. And
Wouldn't want
I
to be
do not
brutally
ask you to
murdered.
merely be good Samaritans. Should you be able to complete the job and provide some proof, Mordai, obviously I trust you, but there's a certain way to go about these things.
Why on
course.
earth would you trust Mordai? He's a tiefling
It kind of gets
warlock.
Mordai.
His name's
Hey.
Mordai.
Being incredibly racist right now. Incredibly racist towards Tiefling, and we're gonna deal with the racist elf killer person. You know.
Okay.
Let's not spread the racism that he's already spread.
Okay, that's true. We should have unity.
Better than him.
General. Okay, that's my bad. You're right. There's nothing wrong with Mordai Lawson, the tiefling warlock over here, whose patron he won't tell us about.
I mean, just because
People
it
are
comes from a
entitled
certain
to their
place
secrets.
doesn't mean that
do you mean?
you should judge him for it. I mean, for all I know, Mordai is a charitable chap with a very good eye for business.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm trying to like cast my mind back to think what spells I've ever seen Mordai cast. Have I ever seen you cast? What have I seen you cast? Do you want to cast sleep?
Cast
Cast-
Eldritch
cast
Blast.
shield.
No, it was me and you
once,
cast sleep. It was Max who
Eldritch
cast sleep, right? Okay, Eldritch Blast. That's nothing wrong with a bit of
Eldritch
Eldritch Blast.
Blast and one shield.
It's
that's
just
all.
Eldritch, you know. It's just Eldritch.
Yeah, it's a warlock thing.
Nothing wrong with
Not looking good.
Eldritchness.
Exactly.
Just a little bit of tentacles in the air, you know. A little bit.
A little bit of shadow grabbing people. I'm joking.
I don't know what you mean.
All right, but as far as I'm hearing, this is a yes on the job offer.
Yeah, I mean, it
Well,
sounds good. It sounds good.
All right. Unfortunately, I do not have any further details. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you. But look around, mostly at night. Obviously, that is where most of the crimes seem to happen.
It's all right.
All right.
We'll keep an ear to the ground.
Well, good luck, friends. I hope
Go
we
out.
can continue this partnership in the future. I hope you are successful, and I have a next appointment. So, if you do not mind,
Yeah, we move on.
Yes, let's go. Let's go, friends. Let's go.
I said I'd keep an ear to the ground, but I didn't actually take the urban bounty hunter background, so I don't get the ear to the ground feature that would be really useful in finding this person.
which you can physically put your ear.
Yeah, to the you just find people.
Right, you guys exit Devil's office, go back downstairs. Max, what do you? You just
Just being
chill?
like continuing having my coffee like at the table that before.
Yeah,
Okay.
after a few minutes, the rest.
We'll just we don't join him. We go over to Volo's table.
Oh, okay.
We want to make
yeah,
sure we're
so-
we want to make sure we're actually going anywhere before we get Max involved. Like if it isn't necessary, it doesn't have to happen.
Okay.
Oh,
Volo
it's
has
tough follow, right?
finished his breakfast at this point, and he looks up and says, "Oh,
We're Gucci to Scoochie.
what a wonderful way with words you have."
Thank you. I blame my mother.
The appointments with... Yeah, that should work. Okay, let us go to the mattress office. It is not far. I've made an appointment with one particular one that has helped me in the past. It shouldn't be a big issue at all. Right, and he seems to be carrying an extra bag as well that you haven't.
It shouldn't be a big issue
yeah.
at all. What is this fuck?
Yeah, you see that as he's saying that, he glances at the bag and taps it.
A
Shouldn't
little
be an
bit
issue.
of a little table, so
You think that?
Gonna
might be-
give them a hand job. I understand. Let's
Oh, that
go.
is foolish. All right, you guys follow, follow.
Okay, as we're like getting up to leave, I'll whistle over to Max and I say we're off to see the judge who's gonna assign us the spooky house.
Kind of get up, walk over.
Nice, come along. I know you want to share in that
alright.
spooky house.
Let me just quickly look something up. Sorry. Right. Okay, so he takes you to the castle wards. To somewhere west in the castle ward. It is a courthouse. You guys are let in into an office with a tiefling magistrate, Magistrate Silmer Helve, if anybody wants to write that down. The tiefling is purple. She has curved horns and is wearing very tiny spectacles as glasses.
How do you spell her name?
I'll copy and paste it.
Right.
Silmer Helve. Not in Discord, right? I'll do them all tiny.
Nice.
Jesus Christ, okay.
She so Volo puts down the deed on the table and quickly explains the situation. And says, "Well, everything appears to be in order. The only thing that is required is the signature, and of course the signing fee of 25 gold pieces."
I'll look at Volo. What's when she brings this up, what's he looking like?
A few awkward seconds,
Is he looking shady?
and Volo is like, of course. He pulls out the second bag he's carrying and say, "It's a little gift from Raynar, as a thanks for you guys." And he puts down the 25. Who of you wishes to sign?
I think all of us, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jed's kind of a bit weird about the whole material possessions thing, but I think you can kind of get in on the, idea of a sort of shared joint venture ownership deal. I mean, you have to be on it, but it just means that when this all falls apart, you're not getting paid out.
Yes, a joint venture is certainly possible, but let me tell you from experience, if the relationship goes sour or different paths are taken, the process does get... It's not a very smooth process.
That's okay. We're not particularly volatile personalities, so I'm sure it'll be fine. He said with a straight
regards
face.
it very skeptically.
With a straight face.
Sure. Sure. Well then, here it is. She lays in front of you with an ink pen.
I'll sign it.
Sign that shit.
So Jet goes first.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I can
Not
sign.
sure I allow that.
So it runs off after you signed it.
Just like grabs it and runs off.
Fucking slide ahead.
I'm pretty sure in front of the eyes of the magistrate. That's
Nah,
Jed's just
what
like,
about-
it's alright guys, I got this, and just like signs it for everyone. Like does everyone's signature just fine.
It's a shame because it's a perfect copy of everybody's handwriting, but
When I sign Jack, I do the max voted signature, not my actual signature. I do like
Okay.
the one I use for signing
Good.
guitars, you know.
Use the autograph it. Nice.
Exactly.
Max voltage. Okay.
We work well on
You
that.
are like under the law. You are registered as Marius Fellini, but
Yeah, I know.
okay.
I can't put my fucking family name on actual like property deed. It'll get back at some point.
Very
It's like,
smart.
oh, the Fellinis have bought a new house. Not again. Second one this week. You know, I don't want that.
I put Willem of
Castleworth.
Neverwinter.
Ew.
Right? Northwood, I saw Jack in Castlewood.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Northward. Yeah, you're right. That is totally fine. Northward is.
It's okay.
Okay, so everybody signs the deed. The magistrate looks it over. Yeah, and it appears to be in order. She makes some notes of her own concerning your features, and then yeah, that's basically it. Volo takes the deed and hands it to who will be the first one, to Jet, I guess, and say, well, you are now officially proud owners of the Troll Skull Manor. Congratulations. If you were not citizens before, you are certainly citizens now.
Thank you, thank you. Now,
Now
I
let us
think
take
I
a look
was
at
a
the
citizen
assumptions.
before.
let's go.
I was
Yes.
a citizen
Yeah.
before I Jacko. I lived in an apartment. That counts.
Yeah, you were. I mean, you were the lowest. You know,
Yeah.
class.
Property.
You're
owner.
You're no longer like
your
a-
own property in the city.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a property owner now. That's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
And wait, if you're renting, you're not. Yeah.
Sure.
Doesn't matter. You're a landowner now.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
So you guys exit the courthouse, and
I immediately just give
Good.
it to Raven.
Good stuff. Oh, I'm taking this. I'm taking this. 1 deed 2
I've enough.
2. Well, I'll take it. What's it? It's Troll
Temple.
Skull Manor deed. Probably weighs at least a pound.
Heavy piece of paper.
It's gotta be. It's got important seals on like ribbons and fucking, you know, just general weight and gravitas to it.
it's a good shit. Yeah.
It's gotta be like big as well, right? Like it's not like a fucking just a little scroll.
It rolls out. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Nice.
a lot of meaningless bullshit about
Good, good.
the year of signing and about the property itself.
I
So,
like it.
okay.
Thanks, Volo. I guess good stuff. Cheers. Next time you want to dramatically overpay someone to go fishing around in a sewer, finding your friends, you know who to come to.
I mean, don't put it like that. You saved a life.
Yeah.
Just handing over some house. Oh, speaking of, what I am interested about.
Swear to God, if this is a quest.
No. Should you see or hear anything concerning the whole haunting aspect of the manor, I am certainly interested, and those are always fantastic stories, of course.
We'll keep an eye out, I guess.
That is all I ask. Of
You
course.
don't. What do you? Okay, don't bullshit me, Volo. Do you think it's haunted?
It is impossible to say at this point. I've certainly have proof of various hauntings in my life. I've even seen some ghosts myself. However, people exaggerate. They lie. They wish to be interesting. It could very well be a tourist attraction, so to say, to inspire interest in the local area. The fact that no one has really seen or confirmed anything gives me doubt.
Fair enough. Well, we might go take a peek. You gonna come along, or better things to do?
Well, I do have some business appointments concerning that
Drinking a glass, you know?
whole money thing. Otherwise, I might be in trouble myself someday.
I see.
But you have done me a great service So, if you need anything that I know many things. I have many friends. I am a friend to you, so if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. You know where to find me for the foreseeable 7 days at least. After that, I probably depart the city.
Well,
I hope you will depart safely.
keep an eye out while you're
Thank you.
around. Nice to catch up with you, Volo.
He raises his head and saunters off with a wave behind him.
As he walks
So-
away, when he's definitely out of earshot. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you talk first then. Go ahead.
Blackstaff or Haunted Mansion first?
I think we can probably at least go have a look around the Haunted Mansion. Shouldn't take that long to look at a house, and it's not too far from here, right? Wait, where are we, Jacko?
You guys are about here.
Okay, tell you what, my Blackstaff's
Jesters-
much
what
closer.
about the
Let's just go.
Jesters?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Black Star is
You said
really
you were at a
close.
court. What about Jester's Court? It makes so much sense. It's a court.
Yeah, but there's many courthouses over here.
As Volo walks away, I kind of gaze after him and I say, "Do you think that man gets actual sexual gratification from being vague and enigmatic? Like every time he says something non-specific and kind of hard to understand, he gets a little bit closer to climaxing. I'm beginning to suspect."
He's a writer, right? They get their still secrets. Probably. I'd say he
Within 7
loves
more
the
days.
sound of
After
his
that,
work.
who
He
knows?
He loves the sound of his work.
I mean,
Sure.
don't get me wrong. I don't hate him, and I'm glad he's given us a house. But like, he's like, just gotta tell you what's going on sometimes. Anyway, enough of my
Everyone
distractions.
can't be so
I just want to
estranged
say
as you already.
that's like exactly the description they give for photos. Got him.
I say, anyway, shall we go and see if the Black Staff has anything more concrete to tell us about things?
Let's go.
Let's go
Well,
find
hopefully.
out.
At least it should be more clear than that.
Yeah, she's not necessarily one to mince words, from what I've heard. Yeah, she's also really fucking powerful with magic, so, you know,
To be right, to be in her position.
definitely just
especially
like
so young.
blast you on the spot if you piss her off. Not looking at anyone. Let's go.
I take a step like farther away from Max.
I know, as long as she's not a
Just keep it
smarmy gang leader, I think we'll be fine.
She might be a little bit of a smarmy gang leader. There's a chance.
Man,
Oh man, I just turn you more. It's like you realize you're just like the spineless bootlicker who just is like expendable, and you've just been told to go on a boss by a gang leader who I don't give a shit to be in his like gang. Like, why the fuck would I listen to a guy like that? Like, seriously, I didn't fucking want to join a gang and waste my life like you, man.
You'd rather waste your life in some other way.
Yeah, I'd rather do that than doing it to benefit some guy I don't give a shit about.
Well, it seems kind of spiteful if you don't care either way. It just seems to be an innately kind of confrontational outset to go with.
Dude, he literally is just doing less like we're expendable people. He says there's someone who's killing elves. He's like, oh, you two are half elves. Let's go see if you can be fucking bait. Why would I want to work on doing a job for like a guy like that?
yes, you know what's coming, right? And it's gonna be the easiest to find the guy who wants to find out kill elves, you know, by being an elf.
Well, yeah, I
I'm being
mean,
fucking
beyond
bait.
that.
I'm not being bait. He's a fucking elf. Why doesn't he go do it?
Well, beyond that, though,
He's the
there's
boss.
just someone out there killing
so
elves.
you're not the boss of fucking me.
Like,
I didn't say, oh,
Yeah.
this random guy can tell
Hey,
me.
no, but
hey, you don't
why
need to
does
be
it?
here.
Why does
You
it
can
matter?
go
Why does it
home
matter
and
that he
have
gave
a
you the
nap.
job?
That's why I fucking left, man.
What are you even talking about, Waldo? He fucking walked out. You're not making. The point is not that he could have walked out or that he doesn't have to take the job. The point is to someone out there killing elves. Why does it care? Why do you care whether or not the guy was asking us to do the job for him or just passing along the information that's happening? We should be interested in going and do something about this.
Shit, like saying about like the watch not being out, but he fucking not told the watch. What's he
Fuck-
doing illegal shit there?
He's not telling the watch because the watch isn't going to fucking do anything. You don't live in a city where the watch gets things done. Maybe for your family, but not for regular people.
Dude, it's so fucking shit. If you don't see that he just does not take the watch because he's doing a fucking smuggling business, you're just fucking blind.
No, of course that's why he's not telling the watch, but that doesn't change anything about what's
we didn't
happening.
fucking tell the watch that the guy that killing elves, and we could tell that this illegal operation being run by a gang, and if they wanted to stop it.
No, firstly, if your head wasn't up your ass, you'd realise the watch already knows both of those things, and they're not going to do anything about it because he told them or because we tell them. If something's going to get done about this, Max, it's got to be us.
Dude, why the fuck does it gotta be us?
Because no one else is doing anything.
They're
Because
killing his people.
Because, Max, at this time, standing here with your feet in this street, in this place, you personally have the opportunity to make a decision to do something about it, and you could. That's why it's got to be us, because something bad is happening and we can fucking go and do it. We can go and fix it. And if we don't, then it's going to keep happening, and that's why it's got to be us. That's just fucking how it goes.
Well, okay, then I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not fucking working for a gang guy.
You're not working for him.
Of course we're fucking working for him. The people who are dying are his fucking employees, who are fucking smugglers, who are choosing to risk their lives by working for a guy who's not giving them adequate protection.
They're not choosing to work for him.
What do you mean they're not choosing to work for him?
Then do you have any? No, of course you fucking don't. Because I've seen the house you grew up in. You don't have a clue what kind of position someone finds themselves in their lives before they're smuggling shit into the city for a piece of shit like we talked to this morning.
Dude,
they are not fucking choosing. That is not a choice anyone makes. Nobody gets to the point in their life where they have another option and do that.
Are you forced in your position to work for this guy? Are you forced into it, Mordai?
Mordai isn't smuggling shit into the city. Mordai is an accomplished warlock who's fucking he's making his own way and doing shit.
So how did he join? How did he join this gang?
Because my dad was part of it in that way.
So okay, a little bit of nepotism. You can probably get behind that, right?
Dude,
no, my dad hates the people. Like I joined past him. Like.
Okay, you can probably get behind that as well.
If you want to do it, like, of course you can do it. But
I'm genuinely curious though. If you just heard that someone was killing elves, you wouldn't have as much. You wouldn't. If you just heard, you wouldn't have as much reticence.
Someone who knows how to deal with murderers, not a fucking musician.
You're not a musician, Max. I've seen you fucking cast spells. I've seen what you get up to. Well, it isn't what you are, Max. You're a spellcaster, you can kick some ass, and when someone's killing people, you can do something about it. You actually have that power. You might want to deny it, but you actually fucking do.
A lot of people have that power.
Not like we do. Not like we do. Not everyone has the potential to be what we're gonna be.
Alright.
I'm just saying, if you'd heard about this, if you just heard a rumor that elves were dying, you would be less reticent to do something about it than you are just because a gang leader happens to be the person that mentioned it to you.
But I also wouldn't do it.
That's because you're an innately selfish human being.
People dying people dying every day.
No. Whether or not you would do it, whether or not you would do it isn't the question.
Why are we not saving them?
You're not listening to me. Whether or not you do it isn't the question. It's the fact that you're more reticent to do it because of how you heard about it that makes you an asshole.
Okay, sure, but I'm still not gonna. Yeah, but either way, I wouldn't do it.
Hey, Jad, how's it going?
Like, either way, I'd rather save someone who I think
quite
deserves it
entertaining,
more.
huh?
I'd rather do something I could feel would help more.
So fucking get off your ass and find us something else to do, because right now this is what we've heard of.
As you guys exit the streets, you guys see in all of its glory Blackstaff Tower. It is smooth black stone. It is giant. Chris, I'm assuming you're leading them towards the apprentice entrance instead of like the main gates because you have a back door.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you guys arrive from the south side. There's a huge fenced gate, and you can see from the inside it's almost like the Vatican, and that there's like scholars and people in robes just walking about. Chris or Willem, he walks up to a fence, holds out. You can like this is a process that everybody who is involved with the Blackstaff Tower, who works there, has the ability to do. You identify yourself by putting a hand next to the gate, and it slides open magically. You guys can enter.
And we do, because that's not off-putting at all. It's just a normal thing that
You've
happens.
seen it so many times. So
Right. Yeah. So the tower itself, it is huge. I mean, Willem, you know, Vajra as a blackstaff. She sits at the top, and there's like a huge spiraling staircase that you guys can enter from the lobby. Um, let's see. So there's yeah. All right. Yeah. So there's nobody stopping you. But once you get to the top of the staircase, you guys see a long hallway with various doors at the end. But at the end, you guys can see office that says Black Staff on it, written on the door in golden letters. But the door doesn't appear to have a handle.
Yes, of course. But knowing how these doors work, Jacko, I just do what you're supposed to do at this point in time.
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh baby, you don't know how to open the door. It's gonna look real bad. Is what I'm saying.
It's 9, you know.
9. Okay, you're staring at this door. You know there's probably like a password or something or a spell that you can cast,
Oh,
but you don't know it.
Yeah, if only I had. I
Are we
consult.
going in, man?
I get out my book and check out my spells. And I say, nope, none of these spells are going to get us through this door. So one of us should probably go ahead and knock, but I don't want to touch it.
I knock.
Nice.
You know, okay. So as
Roll
Jet
athletics.
touches the door,
Oh no.
this happens, and a few seconds later the door swings open without anyone on the other side.
Haunted house.
Okay, I see that kind of an invitation. I take a step in.
Yeah, so cautiously enter. Looking around.
Yeah, so this office appears to be it's like a shape of an oval. The Oval Office. There's along all the walls are like bookcases, and it appears to be more than one floor. There's a ladder and stuff. At the center, there's like a stone table of some kind that is empty right now. There's nothing on it. And way to the right, there's a human standing there, a woman with her face in a book, and she's looking at the door because she noticed the knock. Jet, you entered, you said?
Yeah.
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 Okay, she waits for everybody to enter then.
Good morning, Blackstaff. You asked to see us?
Ah, greetings. Yes, come in. She puts down a book and walks over to the stone table and raises a hand and casts a spell, and many different like scientific apparatus and stuff appear. And she sits down, and there's like some information in front of her that she couldn't read right now. And she takes a look at it and says, "Ah, yes. Willem, am I correct?"
Yes, you are, in fact.
Ah, okay. I know that you are in my employ, or at least in employ of the tower. I am Vajra Safir. I thank you for accepting my summons.
Not at all, Blackstaff, it was my honor.
She nods at you and looks at the rest as if waiting for an introduction.
Yes, these are my companions. This is Jet. He does charity work. This is Mordai. He gets about, knows people, and this is Max. He's an aspiring musician denying his destiny.
Not great. Pleasure.
A strange band indeed. I have heard of you. That is why I have summoned you. I know you have saved my good friend Reynar Neverember, and I thank you for this. I unfortunately was not able to aid him myself in time, but the fact that he is alive, I have you to thank for. And,
Nothing really. Just, honestly, Volathamp offered to pay us a lot of money. That's why we were interested back stuff. And we've ended up with a
Well,
house now, so I don't know what we're going to do about that.
Disappointing to hear, but this city does not have many heroes of old in it anymore. Anyways, other than being the Blackstaff, I'm in charge of the organization known as the Force Grey. They are as close as heroes as you can be in this city filled with greed and corruption. They are people with extraordinary abilities that help those that cannot help others. They do it for many reasons, money one of them. And I see in you, she fixes Willem, you most of all. I see in your potential to join this organization.
That's quite a lot to take in, Blackstaff. You've seen, by potential, you mean, like, you think I'm sort of worthy of it? I'm pretty good and cast spells well and kick ass?
I know not of your values and morals or your what makes you you. But I know of your style. I know of your magic. You have a weird and interesting way to go about it. Different from most.
I couldn't find my way here if I hadn't met Max. He's the one who knows the secret. I don't know what it is, but he found the music. The sex hand crossbows. We're demonstrating it one night, but I think honestly he does it better.
He is an inspiration of sorts.
Something like that. He's figuring it out. He's figuring a lot of things out.
Well, allies are important to have. I would not have survived without people at my back. Well, okay. I will not mince words. I cannot let you into this organization without knowing your potential, without knowing your character. And within this test that I will give you, you will also find out whether you wish to be a part of it or not. Of course,
Test.
I realize that you may not know much about everything that accompanies the defense of the innocent, but I hope that you will see it soon enough. These tests, it is not dangerous, I do not think, but it is something that I would not wish upon most. You know of the mountain?
Yes. He said confidently, remembering.
Well,
I think I got notes about this.
Atop Mount Waterdeep is another one of my, well, I don't know if I want to call him a friend, but a wise man, let's call him that. His name is Hilam. He is an important man. He has been part of the city for a long time, and he knows many things. The problem with this man is that he refuses to share most of them. He grows tired of many faces. This is why he has left the city and has gone into exile on the mountain. So I would want you, fresh faces, to go up there and meet him and ask of him what he knows of the coming troubles that the city might face.
I understand this is highly irregular, Blackstaff, but is there any possible chance that we could have a moment to discuss this between ourselves?
Of course. Make your office make my office your own.
Fantastic.
And she does another hand wave and everything disappears, and she walks to the other end of the room and appears to be casting some sort of spell which you don't recognize.
Which
Just doing over there. Okay, so I kind of gather everyone around, but I'm looking especially at Max here, and I say, "Look, okay, Max, this is it. I respect a lot of what you said outside.
dude, yeah, okay, listen,
But,
alright,
like-
I get it. I don't see your point of view, whatever. I'm not gonna get it, but sure. I mean, even if you don't agree, yeah, this kind of drop off, I'm just saying, looks a bit more,
Look,
presented in a way I'm
Look,
slightly
no,
more.
I mean, I get what you're saying about the gang leader, and I get what there's all sorts of reasons to be cautious about going near that sort of thing. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. Right now, I'm talking about the just a bard thing. Because right now, you're standing in the office of Vajra fucking Safar, and she's all like, "Hey, how about joining Force Grey?" So I grew up in a fucking tree, and I heard stories about the kind of people that get offers like this and the kind of things that they go on to do. We are, and I say this with maybe a high degree of naivety, but we are walking into some kind of story here, and there is an opportunity for every single one of us to be the kind of people that people hear about. And I think that's kind of cool. And I don't want to, if anyone wants to walk away from this and be, not to, not to shit on Max anymore, but just a bard, that's fine. I'm not gonna like that you can do that, but like that's what's on the table here. Like this is a fucking thing, you know.
I would gladly help anyone who wishes to join this organization, but I will not do it. The Immortal Baguda cannot take sides at any point. I have my own path to tread. I cannot enter.
I'm not officially joining either. Father
You're not interested in.
bondings, but I'll help.
You'll at least come and hear what the wise guy on the mountain has to say, right? Like,
Gladly, I'll help. I'll
Oh,
help you.
shit.
I feel like following you would, and doing what I can within the city would help me tread quite far in my path, in the path I need to walk. So I would gladly follow you wherever, but I will not join the organization itself.
Sorry, Patrick. You know that you recognize the name that she said, Helam. He is the Grand Master of the Order of the Even-Handed. It's like a group of monks in the city that are devoted to Tyr. They have some, like, obviously your temple isn't really related, but as far as temples go, they're pretty closely geographically next to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's like the Grand Master of it, so he's a pretty big deal.
It's pretty
Yeah.
And meeting someone who's walked as far on his own path as that Grand Master, it would be an honor to meet him.
well, in that case, let's give Vajra Safar the news.
You don't know if it's coincidence or not, but as you say that, she looks in your direction, stops waving.
Well, you can't. Yeah, I
casting
mean, it's like
the
literally
spell,
standing in her office. You can't expect to have actual privacy.
and she walks over.
Fucking Dumbledore probably spied on
Mm.
people in his office too.
Yeah.
I say,
Phoenix, yeah.
relax off. I personally am honoured to face your trial and go and ask this Helam about what's coming. It's gonna be so problematic for us. Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear it. Well, I should tell you. Well, I've already told you enough, I believe. You will see what the man is like once you meet him.
It's like if it were anyone else, I'd like Willem would be like, hang on, what the fuck are you talking? I was like, yes, Flagstaff, of course. I'll bear in mind everything you've said.
Right. Is there any questions you have for me?
Okay, slightly off base here, but have you ever heard of Troll Skull Manor?
It does ring a bell. Why do you ask this?
Well, we've come into possession of it and we think it might be haunted, and if you've got any advice as to how we should approach that, I'd be all ears.
Well, I do not know much about hauntings. That is more the business of the temples. I know ghosts and specters, they are a pest at most, a menace to deal with. They have no real aspirations or plans other than the torture of the living.
Oh, great. That's it.
But I suggest you go visit a temple. Perhaps the one devoted to Tyr.
Might just do that. Or maybe, we'll just troubleshoot it ourselves. Anyway, thank you for your time, Black Stuff. We'll get right on that mountain journey.
No problem. Do know that it is not as easy as it was today to enter my office. But if it is important,
Just
I
need
will
to
know.
slip that one in, did she? Okay. By the way, my security's fucking on point. You guys didn't get to see it, but there's like fucking miniguns out there. Okay. Yeah, yes, like stuff, of course. Is that all?
that is all. You can go.
And we leave, I think. That's everyone else.
Rub
I leave,
bit of a
yeah.
bow.
On that note,
Yeah.
my dinner's
Yeah.
ready. I'm gonna go eat food.
Whoa.
Well,
But, be
bastard.
back soon.
well,
Not too long. I'll be like 10, 15 minutes.
Morley. Not
Nice.
15 minutes.
No, you've got for 10 minutes, Jack. At least.
Yeah, but this is 15 minutes.
Yeah, but maybe he's
That
on
was
the
5 to
10.
10 minutes.
Yeah, but maybe you're both in the 10. Maybe you're both going to say 10.
That's never the case.
It was a nice heated conversation we had before
Enjoyed it.
entering the tower. I like it.
It was fun.
All your energy gone now, have you?
Yeah. Well, I got to save it when I got shout at people again. Ooh.
Almost got political there for a moment.
Really cool.
Maybe,
very
not
political, you know.
maybe
What does
political
it-
isn't the right word.
What does it mean to be an adventurer? To be a hero?
And not what Yes is.
I would not use the word hero to describe us. But, yeah.
No. I don't think any of us are really heroes.
I don't know what you mean. I'm obviously a hero.
People of opportunity.
Murderers.
Hey,
You coming, Jacko?
speak for yourself.
Today
What are we doing?
you go
A little bit of
Hey,
rock.
come on, man.
Nah, I'm good.
What?
Get with a program. Doing heat seeker again? I want to do 2v2.
Don't come on.
I'm gonna eat a bit
What?
as well.
Don't mind. We're either. Just something where I can hit some balls.
Okay, fine. This is
Just
2v2 then.
hitting some balls.
I'm gonna get a random third for the heat.
Hitting some balls.
Yeah,
When
man.
you say when in Haikyuu, when you say domai, is that short for don't mind, or is
Yeah,
that like
no.
actual Japanese?
I mean, it's actually
No,
Japanese,
that's
but I think it
literally
means
don't mind.
Yeah,
That-
it means
don't
don't mind.
mind
I
is
think it
something.
actually
Yeah,
Japanese.
but it's not an English thing.
No, I think it's just. No, it's.
It's
I would
no
never
coincidence or
They
something.
say it in English. I don't, but it's a Japanese thing. I'm pretty sure.
They say it in English. I don't know.
Yeah, they say don't mind in English.
They say domai, domai.
Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure that is like them saying it in English.
It is?
that's them
I
trying to
don't
say don't
think
mind,
I
don't
don't think
mind.
don't mind is that close to the English
Might
word
be.
don't mind.
No,
I'll
See,
look it up.
that's why I thought it was a big coincidence.
Let's see here English. Yeah, that's like Kinishinai. It's the Japanese for don't mind.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
No, that's not what they fucking say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, Ian.
I
Yeah,
watch a
knows
lot
all
of
about
IQ,
it, you know.
Yeah, I watch a lot of IQ. Oh, I don't like that bounce. Here you go, to knock you into it, Tom. That'll fix it.
Also, I tried the Nutella thing, pancakes,
It's
and it
amazing.
tastes good.
Force
I
of
wanna
peace.
get this. I'm sensing a butt there. Is there a butt?
But like, I tried to eat as much
What-
as I normally do,
Ah.
and that didn't work out.
Oh, it's filling, you know.
Yeah, it's real fucking
Of
filling.
course, you got a lot of Nutella.
I've never eaten
Gotta
Nutella
figure
before
it
though.
out.
Before now.
What?
Yeah, I'd never eaten Nutella before.
You never eat Nutella before.
No, I haven't.
That's
I hadn't.
insanity.
Insanity.
Crazy. What a world he lives in.
Ah, fuck.
Uh-oh. Hey, Jacko, how much progress? Oh, that's a
fuck me.
blow. Oh, he
I didn't
missed.
properly see him.
How much progress we made today, Jacko, based on what you expected us to make?
I mean, we've
So-
taken
No,
some
about on track.
quests.
On track? Whoa. My bad.
I expect the aura to be
yeah,
slightly
you go
different,
to-
but yeah.
The order to be different. Immediately go to Haunted House. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
I don't know why would we go there first.
Gonna face a shit ton of things that are immune to
You,
non-magic.
you obviously take the quests first, right?
Yeah, so you know.
The RPG
So
way, you know?
you can handle
Most efficient
all
way.
at once, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes!
Good. Wow. Me? Got it.
Where's my internet so low?
You live in the worst internet country in the world.
Wow.
You got it, Tommy. Just leaving it for you, friend.
I know. No complaints from me. Cool. I dig that bounce. Nice. Beautiful, Ian. Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't know what this guy was doing. It was a lucky bouncer.
I like that one. Nice.
Nice.
Easy
Bounce
game,
is
boys.
looking well. Yeah, he's
Game.
not the best.
Oh, he didn't go for the ball. This Macy,
Oh.
whatever.
I don't know
Miles.
what you're doing. She was like, they won't just hit it in, right? But he just hit it in.
Underestimating us. Big
Mm.
mistake.
Good fools. Oh. I like that block. Unlucky.
Ah. Oh, what the
Oh
fuck
my
was
god,
that?
that just
What the
smacked
fuck
off
was
the
that here? Christ.
Ah, damn, I hit right at him. Shit. That's okay. Ooh.
Are you kidding me?
Ooh, got smacked.
Oh, Miles is not paying attention. I like it.
Oh my god, he keeps on doing that. They can't just keep not going for the ball. That's gonna be a problem.
What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck was that? You're like,
He just
I was like,
"Alright."
I was so getting scared and ready to.
Yeah, but he
Defend the ball from
he
here, but he
eventually
was-
tried like so fucking late.
He was just making circles around the boost area.
Silly little boy. Silly
Very
little
right, silly.
I guess to take that shot, you know. This guy is not very happy with Miles, I think. He's going AFK.
Yeah, I mean they're pre-made. You know, big mistake apparently.
Friendship movement. Oh no, now they go for it, huh? Not fair. I wanted
We
the
just
free
have to
goal
leave.
like you did.
But they got you there, eh, buddy?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Damn. Still there?
Yeah, I could have. It's like,
Oh, there you go.
oh, this one. Too much to the
What a
left.
block.
Huh? Nah.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
that'll do it.
oh,
Well,
Okay,
that's-
that works. That works.
Yeah, I guess they've given up.
That works,
just a
I guess.
little.
Yeah.
Just a little giving up. That just
If that
blast
even
it
works.
into the corner.
That should work, right?
No, Patrick, it's not gonna.
Never mind.
Easy.
Nice.
Way too much.
What did Patrick do?
I have no idea.
No, you were just pretending.
I'm talking.
Yes,
Shit to
basically,
Jacko.
that's very
Talking
true.
shit to Jacko. Is he
Whoa.
Were you wed? That he was talking shit to you?
Oh, the other guy's silver, Ian. What the fuck is
He's
that?
talking into my face.
Well, I'm unranked, you know.
I mean, yeah, I cannot silver.
So,
Anymore.
Yeah. Poor
Those
guy.
days are long gone, you know.
Sure.
The days are over. Da-da-da-da-da.
I like seeing when my performance was bad. It was really because of the singing and the actual guitar. You know, the guitar was still fine. It's just the singing got very, you know,
You drank like too little.
that
Very
too
experimental.
little. Can't believe you get people disadvantage on guitar after they drink Jacko. That's insanity.
No, I'm not allowed to like 1 or 2, but it's like 4
1 or 2 I have
five,
advantage,
these.
right? And then 4 or 6 you have disadvantage.
Yeah, you just gotta number it properly. And
Yeah, I gotta learn my limits.
God damn it!
I can't. Cool.
That was
I
a,
just
that was a
just-
stupid bounce. Like,
no, kiss it back. That's so early. That was like less just higher than Jacko.
My Potrek's not here. What a shame.
I mean, maybe he is.
what is this? He said 10-15 minutes. Has been.
Yeah, Chris,
10 minutes.
we were planning to play 2 games of Rocket League.
That was about right. That was about 10 minutes.
Maybe. It was a lot less than Jacko's 10 minutes. Jacko's 5 to 10 minutes. Actually. You said 10 to 15?
Well,
I'm pretty sure Jack was not way longer.
for that.
because like my mum calls me for dinner, I have no idea like how ready it actually is. So there's often like an extra 5 minutes of uncertainty
There we
there, and then
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, that was easy.
Okay, we just gotta make you feel surrender in the next minute. Look at that little touch though.
That was a beautiful touch.
Got
Although
it.
that was an amazing save.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. Would we? Okay, we can make these concede. They're not friends, you know. We can break them down to easy. Nice.
But too far up.
Don't have any
Just
boost.
forward.
Oh, what are they doing?
Let's get down, business.
You got that?
Hey.
Nice. Oh shit, I don't know if I can get that. Ooh, oh well, got a hand on it.
Yeah, it has
I'm dead.
0 boost.
I've been murdered.
What a bastard.
Oh good. What are you playing at, boys? Trying to be fancy. Whoa. Maybe don't do the backflips, yeah. Maybe don't leave the goal, yeah. Alright, Potrek's back though, you know. Alright, Jack, go. I'm sure we can play Rocket League while we're playing. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
If there's no
We got
bullets
this.
to be clicked, it's easy.
Alright,
I talk a
so
lot of shit in Rocket League normally, you know. This would be less than normal.
It's gone.
No, we just left the tower, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
You guys will just left the office, you can leave the tower if you want.
I think so, yeah. I'll fill people in on my Illithid research, I guess, since we haven't had that conversation yet. Just in case you guys were interested in that weird tentacled face thing, it was an Illithid. They eat brains. They live in the underground, underdark place with all the other underground, underdark people. Pretty freaking evil sort of cult things. And they are minions.
They normally have
They
like
charm
that's-
people and stuff,
That's
and like
evil. Not,
do
not
stuff
Makes
evil.
psychic
sense to
and
be in
shit.
Waterdeep, to be fair.
Why is that?
Like
Because there's
those-
a giant hole into the Underdark in the
I
middle
mean,
of the
yes,
city.
but I don't think many there
You
survive.
really think someone would like fill that in, right?
I think it's
Also, if there's one hole, there's gotta be more ways to get into the Underdark in the city other than that.
there's a million ways to get anywhere from a dark. I'm certain of.
like those illicit or whatever. They have like they normally work with like other, I guess, like humans, dwarves, whatever. That's normal.
They like work with is probably a stretch to describe. I don't think historically that's ever been a relationship. It's more been the Illithids dominated and commanded, whether through fear or through like domination magic, and forced everyone to do their will. But yeah, that's relatively typical, I think.
Saying some like so all the people we killed, they're probably just unlucky people who had their brain taken over.
I think about it. Who do we kill? We killed.
Like 4 dwarves, a couple of goblins.
How were the dwarves?
Only one goblin.
There were the dwarves in the second room.
There was
There
one
one of
dwarf
them
and
big one, and
Oh,
one
that's
big one.
right. Yeah,
And there
yeah,
were
yeah.
3 other normal ones.
I think about that, and I say, yeah, shit, that's a possibility.
Alright. Kind of sounds like if we had more information on what's going on, we probably
Yeah, we should. Well, I'm just saying, we fucked with them a little bit once. There's a fair chance that Illithids are going to come after us again in the future, and if and when that happens, we should just kind of, be aware that that's a possibility. I don't think we did anything wrong, but now that we do know, it would be wrong to act like we did. So let's
I mean, if they're gonna come after us, we gotta be ready, man.
let's be switched on next
At
time.
least in some way. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like we don't necessarily, we don't just kill people. We don't necessarily have to.
Yeah. I agree.
So, Haunted Mansion?
Haunted mansion? Yeah, that guy gonna probably sit on his mountain for at least a couple more days.
I wanna see what we-
How far is Mount Waterdeep from here, Jacko? Well, I mean, like how hard is it to get to the top of how far is it to how long is it to get to the top?
There's various ways to climb it. You can climb directly, which in case it would be a few hours. There's also like more easier paths that go winding about it. In that case, it would almost take like a full day.
How about paths that use acrobatics instead of athletics?
Nah,
Any of those? None of those?
nah. There's no like circus path.
It's like a tightrope all the way to the top.
Well, if we die trying to go to Haunted Mansion, we don't even need to think about it. So, my God,
Yeah, that's fair. And honestly, I'm kind of the Haunted Mansion is the most interesting mystery to me at the moment.
Yes, I agree.
Not
Honestly,
least
what we
because
got,
it might move me out of that one room apartment over a fucking mortician, but also because fuck, it could be haunted. That's pretty cool. Let's go check it out.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay,
Full speed
you
ahead.
guys make your way back to the northwards. Mordai and Willem, you guys know where the manor is.
Yeah.
You guys head over there. Okay, at this point, you guys got it pretty early. Just went to the thing, everything. Let's say it's around noon.
Any orphans?
Any orphans? No orphans right now.
I need that orphan meat.
You're not that poor.
That's not no. Sometimes you've got to make a meat dragon, and not just any meat will do.
I don't like
I got
this
that
discussion.
Thanks, Boshak.
Where is it from?
It's is it llamas with hats? Is that what
Yeah,
they're called?
llamas with hats.
Llamas with hats. Okay, it's like you know Charlie the unicorn and like Carl. No, Carl's one of the llamas. Like the Charlie the
Carl-
unicorn
Carl.
guys is like it's another animation he did where it's like some llamas and one of them's like a psychopath and one of them's like his shocked friend who's just like always shocked by the psychopathic tendencies.
At least 5 years old, right?
Yeah, it's like
It's real.
a good amount of old.
Still funny though.
It's still
Yeah.
not just any meat. He's not gonna make it meat dragon, and not just any meat will do. That's why you need that orphan meat grinder. No, okay, no orphans. That's a shame. Like we have the force of the law behind us.
As we like walk up, we're actually like, oh well, like ask, like, do we have a fucking key for it or anything? Like,
Not that I was given, but I fully believe that when we kick the door in, we'll have the force of the law behind us. That's like
when
that's
we want to shut the kick down door.
okay. Well, let's investigate this. Yeah, how good is the door, Jacko? It looked actually.
Wait, let me
Where'd that
know,
picture go?
let me-
Let me get my
let me
Discord
just-
back open.
Check one thing real quick. Okay.
Does it have a fence around it? We have to open a gate first before we get to the door.
First, I gotta.
Dude, we don't have luck with
What?
buildings like that.
Okay. I just rolled a D100 and I rolled a 1. Let me check.
Dude, that's what happened, and then fucking Alex's alignment
we get-
shifted. Sometimes it just happens.
Oh.
The house is literally just burned. It's like he rolled the
No,
how
it's
bad.
something-
it is.
something that happens on the
Insurance
way.
claim, it burned down. We're gonna be fucking
On the
millionaires.
way, we're getting a random encounter on the way. There's random encounters in this city. That's not fair.
Sure.
I don't want any of this.
It's random encounter.
Get me out of here.
The random encounters
The
in Port
Beholder.
Zaru, I remember this. They were okay.
That's a
Who are
beholder.
there actually?
The invisible beholder.
Yeah,
That's
do
pretty
you remember,
sick.
like when the unconscious guy happened in the Ascension Temple and started the whole chain with Potrak's God? That was just a random encounter.
That was just a random encounter. That's hilarious.
Like you find a guy who like says to go to Temple of Savras.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking Lamau. I completely forgot about that now. Just like collapsed on us, huh? That was like in session 2 or something. That might be like the very last thing to happen in session 1, maybe.
I think, I mean, that's
Maybe.
that encounter is why Alchemanos was so religious or so respectful of the divine. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll lean into that a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so on the way, you guys, once you enter the North Ward, you see there's a commotion. There's like a lot of people about, like working class, like from all areas of life.
Mine is
Um,
riot.
There's people shouting stuff like there's slogans people are repeating, like they're vandalizing like windows and carts and stuff like that, and yeah, as you're walking through, you're trying to remain like outside of the crowd. I am assuming you can see on the forefront of this rabble is people dressed with a insignia on their chest. And you guys who, yeah, most like everyone. It's like a little like a cleaver. You guys recognize this as the Guild of Butchers, and they're dragging a halfling through the streets, and like they're in anger and they're shouting that this halfling needs to be punished.
Like also meat's back on the menu.
I want to like
Um,
grab.
Yeah, no.
Oh, go on. Yeah.
Sorry. So once you take a look at the halfling, you see that he is like dripped in butter, and then like rolled in like mince and breadcrumbs.
I want to like
What?
grab by the arm.
Scotch.
Like someone who's in the protest, but like a bit alone, a bit at the back, like not necessarily one of the sort of loudest voices. Just like someone who's sort of I guess we're near where we are.
Sign, but he is
Yeah, and I just want to sort of grab his arm, maybe a little, like even a little roughly, and sort of what the hell is going on here?
Well, I heard this halfling, he's fucking selling eggs without the guild knowing about it. Can you fucking imagine?
Now,
What a guy.
does that sound
Can we
reasonable to me,
imagine it?
Jacko? Like, is this like within the code legal of the city? Like,
From what you've heard, you've been in the city for a while. You know, nothing really happens without the guilds wanting it to. They're basically, like similarly as in Discworld.
so the guild's punishing people for muscling in on their turf is just like a kind of fact of
Yeah,
life in the
that's-
city.
That is kind of just a thing. This guy probably had it coming.
I don't know about had it coming, but like this is just
Yeah.
whether or not I morally agree with like the practice, this is just like what happens to people
Yeah,
who fuck.
no, the watch.
It's like what happens to elves who smuggle things.
But
They
they're
just fucking
letting it
die,
happen,
and just
yeah.
got to deal with it. No, okay, I feel no moral remorse here. No, I mean, I feel I kind of like
I guess like begging, like, oh please help somebody.
I kind
Go
of
up to a guy like Raven Gun, like, what are they gonna do to him?
Oh, so you're asking the guy?
Yeah, like I walk up to Raven, like the guy you grabbed, like ask the guy you grabbed, like, what are they gonna do with him?
No, drop him off somewhere, make him regret his decisions. Really let him think about it,
Let him think about it. All right, I mean that sounds fair. I kind of think like let him think about it. Yeah, all right,
He'll know not to. He'll think twice before making another mistake like that.
but he will think again.
We're
continue
not
to
fucking
think.
murderers. He says as there's like a hatchet on his.
Just an instrument of the trade.
Alright, well, yeah, bad halfling. I kind of shrug. Yeah.
But okay,
see,
well, thank God he'll live because like I say to the others, I was like warming up to try some crazy plan where I like rush him and change him to look like me and me to look like him and then try and outrun the mob.
You
That spell.
It's useful. You know what? I didn't learn until recently, but now I'm thinking about it. That would be a really good plan. Unfortunately, we're not going to have to try it.
Just out of information, there's about 20 people that appear to be like leading this.
Yeah, we
this
just
thing
got to outrun them.
total.
It sounds like you'll be alright, you know. I mean,
Oh, hey, see.
Please, I beg of you. You young man in the crowd over
Wait a minute,
there
as he
with the loot.
leaves.
Should have sold those eggs, mate. Wait, why do the butchers care so much about eggs? I say to the others. I was like, what?
Chickens are about to kill like lay eggs.
Yeah, maybe. Makes sense. Anyway, haunted house, shall we?
You see,
Yes, that's
like as if it's a helicopter. You see, the watch has like a griffin that is slowly following the crowd and like circling it. Just keeps
Is it like
going.
spinning its tail really
That
fast
might
to
be
stay in the air?
It's not night, so they don't have night vision goggles.
No, I mean, what if it's a long chase jacket? You gotta be prepared.
got like a
Yeah,
got like a big
they
spotlight
got
on
the
the front,
beacon,
like
yeah.
Okay, that's good. Dude, imagine like a detect magic like spotlight where you like shine it on the
So
ground and
cool.
you're like fucking UV, but instead UV like.
yeah, just like they just like glow like
Yeah.
infrared to the naked eye.
They
That'd be
should,
so
they should
cool.
just make a spell like that, like a long range, like
Yeah, it just
bow
makes
and
like a
magic.
spell that just like makes all living things within like 100 feet of you glow like bright
Yeah.
or like orangey, like cherry, sort of
Fairy
cherry.
fire
red
kinda
orange or
does that,
something. Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right, so you guys let this commotion pass through.
We let the legal law be done. Yes.
we let
Well-
the day-to-day life of the city continue as it has for
Right.
thousands of years.
Not quite thousands, but yeah.
Guilds have been, lynching
About
people for a long
1400
time on
men
these
people.
streets.
Right, so you guys enter Trollskull Alley from the north side. Yeah, for those of you who haven't been there yet, the city. Oh, sorry. The alley is actually, it's quite closely knit together, like all the buildings. It's like a courtyard of houses in like a square formation, yeah, you see right next to you see the open forge. Out of interest, currently active, and there's a giant man with bulging muscles with a red skin and like a giant fiery red beard that's currently hammering some armor.
Like, this isn't Goliaths don't have red skin, right?
No.
Red skin.
Well, let me see if
That's
how
cool.
common they are.
He's a troll.
Yeah, you would know this is a fire genasi, but a very
Oh,
muscly one,
a very big boy one.
very big one. Yeah.
Swole Genasi.
Nice, nice.
The 5 elements of.
Ponchak played Genasi right in the Curse of Strahd, yeah? Am I thinking something else?
Nope,
No, I played a
Huh?
human.
I play a human.
No,
I swear you played one of these fucking weirdos. Maybe not.
no,
Someone
no.
No.
played genasi.
I've only played
think it
human,
was played enough.
SMR, the fucking raven-looking dudes.
Yeah, bird boy. Alright.
I was
And,
thinking of a Ganassi as a second character. Toa, yeah. Maybe that's what you're getting from.
Maybe. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, so he's swinging away at his anvil. Next to that, yeah, you have the like a potion shop. It appears like next to that is the weird building that it
cat
almost
sign.
stands out. Yeah, in that it doesn't stand out. It's very like normal, other than the cat sign. And next to that is like a wizard, like a magic shop. You recognize with like the symbol of the guild of watchful orders of mages and protectors, and it's called Bookworm's Treasure. Right, and then at the end of the alley, you see the huge manor. As you see in the picture, it's 4 stories. Let me see, 1 second. There's balconies. It is run down. You see, other than the balconies, you see like I don't know. It says a turret, but I don't know what they mean by a turret.
That's like that's the bit of the roof that's kind of like a tower that sticks in the picture.
Oh, okay. So where you could put a machine gun there if you wanted.
In theory,
Sure,
yeah,
yeah.
it's got like windows.
And
But, like,
yeah,
it's got like
there's-
it's
it
got like a
has
weirdly
5
shaped room at the
chimneys.
top, basically.
Yeah, and yeah, the manor is like by far the biggest building in this alley. Yeah, and you guys stand in front of it.
So it looks just kind of boarded up in this picture. So we could probably just go up to one of the doors and pull the boards off, right? It doesn't look like we have to break anything to get in, except maybe a board.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
There's
I
one-
should be able to get those away from there quite easily.
Be my absolute guest to do the physical labor.
Go for it.
I use, as you said I could do at the other house, I use my
Mhm.
thieves to
Yeah, no,
remove
for sure.
the
Yeah.
nails too.
You don't even have to roll for it because
Pulls out a hammer, uses the back of the hammer. This thieves tool.
I have my box of highly specialized just pulled a claw hammer with like.
But like,
Oh yeah, hammer. Everything.
Not just any class can use these. I'll have
Man,
you
I
know.
want to play barbarian who fish and receive sword with just a hammer. Man, that sounds.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you managed to remove the boards without doing any damage to the exterior. Yeah, and the door seems to be unlocked. There doesn't seem to be a lock on it right now.
There might be a couple
like
of.
a lot of work.
There might be a trio of orphans, by the way. They sort of hang around here. They told us a bit about the house the other day. They said they'd been inside for 3 nights and not seen any ghosts. So I should just kind of shrug. The point is, if you see, you know, a small thing running around inside, don't immediately kill it.
Yeah,
Well, the ghosts, if there are any spirits here, they might only linger in certain places in the house.
That's why it's important we explore thoroughly, especially the most spooky corner of the basement.
It was the
Also
attic that they
spooky.
said that the
The most
the man
spooky corner of the
killed himself,
attic.
yes.
So,
all the spooky corners in general.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
like if there's a spooky corner, we're gonna check it out. Jacko, we
Exactly.
go check out those
even if
spooky
it's a
corners.
non-spooky corner, you check it anyways.
house. Describe it all, Jacko.
Scrub it all down.
Okay, you guys enter the front door, and you find yourself in a tavern room. It's like, yeah, there's a bar, there's a tap. Wait, I think I can pull you guys up onto a map. 1 second.
As we walk through this mansion, I'll make a mental note how much it costs to fucking renovate this place.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
the manager of a temple, I should have some.
Yeah, you know a little bit on the business side.
I checked the tap, see if there's any alcohol left. You know, it's only been 30 years. It's still good.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
just been
whiskey
fermented
will-
more, you know.
Whiskey will be nice and aged, you know.
Perfect timing. Oh no, that's the wrong map. Okay. Here we go, and then quickly check guys' vision. Okay. Yeah, so this might be. Yeah, no. But this might be a bit laborious, but just for the first impressions, there's some dynamic lighting and stuff.
Nice. We do love
Here
dynamic
we
lighting.
go. You guys find yourself in the tap room.
Yeah, but like, maps have changed though, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Any
I dragged you over one.
second?
No, you didn't.
No,
There
we
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Look at that.
Oh shit, man.
Oh,
fancy.
baby, I go to the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Ah.
room, there's broken furniture, like the tables are smashed. There's a lot of stairs with like one of the leg chairs broken off.
But this is the door we came in right through. This one. Or no?
Yes.
You didn't fix the
Nice.
cheat.
Yes,
You didn't fix the cheat settings on this
Oh.
map, by the way, Jacko.
Yeah,
It
you
says
did.
having cheated thoroughly.
Crickets.
Uh,
I like how I
update on
changed
drop
it.
and restrict movement.
I don't mind like what. Do you think you have to do only update on drop?
You don't really have to, but like the thing is, okay, so if I'm here,
Yeah,
right,
we still
where
haven't done that, right?
Where yeah, he hasn't. So where my token is right now, I can like take my token if you look on stream and like I can like explore this whole room down here and then like put my token back where
Yeah,
it
I
was
guess
and it
so.
never looks like it moved. So like
Yeah.
I mean, like if we
Yeah,
I mean, like, we're not gonna fucking cheat, right? We're honest people, but at the same time, why give us the
Just say
option?
you
I have not-
cheated. You just said you would. Chris, which room do you think we should go to?
Thoroughly, Jesus.
Out of interest, Raven, which room have you got the feeling it's confirmed?
I don't know. It's only updating on drop by now. It doesn't look like as much
Oh,
interesting down
damn.
here.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I mean, I do actually. I
Max,
do
you
just kind
check-
of like
you
start
check the
poking
alcohol.
around. Like,
Yeah, check behind the bar. I
Um,
look for the shotgun as well.
You
Ooh.
see some casks of wine, but they've turned to vinegar.
No.
Um,
Okay, we got vinegar, guys.
you do see some spirits that may be all right. So
Nice.
Where's the
the
Room.
restaurant. Yeah. Da-da-da-da. So yeah, you guys find yourself in the kitchen. That's over here.
That's the
But I think
kitchen,
I can-
cool.
Have all these to show. Okay. So you guys know what's happening. Advanced layer, map layer. Bam.
Ah,
Oh,
nice.
okay. This is the pantry and this is the
That's
kitchen. Okay, cool.
very
Makes
useful.
sense.
Tap room.
there's an arrow
Can't
here.
help to see the arrow
Yeah,
pointing up.
fucking let me get in this fucking.
Yeah. So that leads to the basements.
Ooh,
Like,
I
do you want to
opened
start
it
down
up.
there then?
and jump down.
spooky
jump
Down,
corner.
go down.
Jump
Start
down.
from the bottom is
Down.
Welcome to jump first. It's like land. You're surrounded by ghouls on all sides.
I shut
Good
the
luck.
door, you know.
Wait 1 second.
There's a hungry vampire down here.
Because it's our crossover episode.
Yeah.
Call back.
Okay. Yeah, no, you enter the basement. There's a let's see where it is on this map. Yeah, I'll move you over. Objects.
Down, Raven, you crazy.
Oh, sorry, that's right. It's
Hey,
chat.
have a quick look around real quick. Don't move me out of here. They can't stop me. Okay. You stop me. Hey, Chad,
Yeah,
how you
there's no
doing,
opportunities.
Chad?
Raven. It's all down there, man.
Fucking not much interesting.
Yeah, you see there's some leakage coming from the floor above, like from the ground, and there's some puddles. Other than that,
Expensive to fix.
it doesn't appear to be. It appears to be cleared out.
Sounds expensive to fix and cheap to fill in.
Yeah. What is this corner? Is just for the.
Yeah, no, there's just something to put there behind the stairs.
Oh.
There's like a ladder into
Where
there.
he lives.
So
It
what doors are
seems to
left
be-
to us?
It seems to be just being ale and wine cellar that's been cleared out.
Is this like? Is there any stairs? I'm trying to see what this.
There's no stairs
is this?
inside towards the other floors. It's on the outside.
Okay.
What's this
What is
here
this thing, by
in
the
the
way?
pantry?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I was not on the map.
Is it's a piano in the tab? What is this in the tab room as well? To think my next to.
It's like a pillow with like a bar, like a
Just
table,
a
like a
pillow?
standing table at it, I guess, or something. I don't know. They have that in the local school.
It kind of looks like a fireplace, but that doesn't make sense.
that makes
in
sense.
general.
The fireplace makes a hell of a lot of sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a fireplace here. Let's just say that there's
That's
a fireplace
gotta be it.
here, and then the table's over.
You can drag me back to the.
No,
No,
it
we'll be
stays in the
standing
cellar.
trap door,
Yeah.
you can't.
There we go.
Unless I get attacked by something.
Yeah, so you guys saw around the outside, next to the front door, is stairs leading up to the second and third.
out
What's
this door
through
first.
here, Jacker? Got in
That's the
there.
window.
Oh,
It's a window in the pantry. The food will get too much
I
sunlight.
can't even see
Well,
through this.
I take the
stupid
potatoes
window.
out of the sunshine, Jacko. You don't understand.
Okay, let's go outside and up the stairs then.
I'm
Okay,
quickly
can you
gonna
move us?
check.
Alright. Jacko, do you want to move us, or should we go upstairs and find a staircase?
Definitely block this window. Whoever put this window here is an idiot.
Exactly. The food will get spoiled.
Have freaking-
You guys go up into the second floor.
Do you want to
Let
move
me
us?
just drag you guys over there. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Chris,
Stop-
get
stop-
back here,
stop
Chris.
moving.
Alright.
Sorry.
Ooh. There's a
And
bit
this
of-
entire place.
Ooh,
is first floor.
Ooh.
Whoa,
Into
whoa,
my
whoa,
bar,
what is
there
this?
Whoa, where am
Right,
I? Help.
you just find yourself in the common room.
Oh,
Wait, where
which
do we
is the
come in?
staircase?
Yeah,
Yeah,
where-
which is it this thing?
This is a staircase.
What's out here? Ah, I fell.
Oh, this one. Don't jump out the window.
I can't go through this.
This is a window, right?
Okay, so that's the staircase. Okay, that makes sense.
What's the staircase?
Like it's on the other side of the door. If you go outside, you can have a
We
look.
would jump out the window, I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly.
And then let me show you guys the names for the rooms.
Common room.
Yay.
Do you have a door around here? Or this
Jacko,
one
I
is
open
like-
every door.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
around and
God,
open every
they
door.
fucking did every door. Oh no. Okay. Deletes.
Whoa.
Hallway. Oh, the
Deletes.
stairs Jacko going up.
Spare room. That sounds like where the ghost would be. The balcony going
Step-
on.
Yeah,
Is
there's more
this-
stairs there.
This definitely doesn't feel like the mansion.
This is
room
like a
for
sleeping
everyone,
room.
you know. Just saying, boys.
This is
Unless
like a
more top
sleeping
floor.
room. You guys were saying
Top-
mansion. It was described as a manor, not a mansion. Completely different.
Fuck, that's true. That. Then could go upstairs.
Yeah, this is just fucking. Let's try some
Alright,
secret doors and stuff. We'll
uh,
But
find
the
those
spare
later.
room
Jacko.
is like it's like an inn room, right? Like there's like one bed, like that kind of stuff, you know. Jacko?
Sorry?
The spare room is like a room you get in an inn, right? Like that kind of like style, like a bed, fucking maybe a small table, and that's like
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's pretty small.
Sure, yeah.
Upstairs.
If you play one Silver Nightfall, I understand.
And then drag you guys over. Where do you enter? Oh my god, you enter over there? Okay, sure.
Wow.
Oh, we go straight to the privy. That's not very nice. Oh no, wait, the privy's being pointed to this.
Privy,
This is
yeah,
the privy. Oh, okay. I open the door to the
Then
bathroom.
dynamic lighting, yeah.
See the ghost splitting their wrists, I guess. Oh, it's really small in there.
Yeah.
Our
Well,
room
library
study.
and study.
Nice.
It's been
Fancy.
cleared out again.
Master bedroom. That's what I like
Oh.
to see.
Um,
Bathroom.
Not completely. There's I mean, most of the books haven't been kept in great condition, especially because of the some of the wet conditions. But yeah, there's some books remaining that you could salvage.
These staircases going up, Jacko? Like they look like they're going to the same place, just on
No, these are going going up from the previous floor, and these are going up to the next floor.
bedrooms.
Pirate bath.
Let's go up higher.
Okay,
Up higher,
How
baby.
dare you move into my
you
square?
guys go up even higher.
Oh, dare
And
you.
higher.
So this is you guys are on the third floor right now.
That's great. I didn't get so much vision. This one's better.
Jacko's just like, how are these guys going through this place so fast without saying any of the trapped squares? There's like so many traps, but they're just avoiding them all.
And
Definitely
then
this one.
um, cool. I'll drag you guys over.
You're cool.
Oh, thanks, man.
He's alright.
Got him. Attic. Uh-oh, that's where all the murders happened.
Attic storage.
Let me in.
You can't
Yeah,
go in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Didn't know exactly
Yeah, yeah. Dynamic lighting. Yeah, tell me you're you teleported
Whoa,
also.
particle. I look for the hanged body in here.
It's a bit of
No hang
attic
body. You
bedroom.
do
I take the attic bedroom.
yeah, it's kind of a similar situation across the entire manor. Most of the furniture is not any good state, like the wood's rotten. But you don't see any, well, not immediately. There's no signs of like the suicide you've heard about.
Get to here, Jack. From like looking out the window. Then.
So, on the one hand, I say to everyone as we're up here,
I think there's just
there's like a turret out there. Like there's a turret as a building you can
this
go up.
entrance leads to yeah.
Like if you,
Which one?
there's probably like a way like
Maybe
one of
that's
the
the thing on the ground floor was. We were like, what is that? It's kind of the same shape.
one of the
maybe it's a
rooms
little
had
circle
some,
thing
one of the
to
rooms
it.
had something like that.
It did? Okay.
Or like some way go like a, I think on the floor below us it was like a round room in that position. So okay, when we get up here, I say, so I mean it's obvious that like there's a huge amount of investment required before this place is in a remotely livable condition. But at the same time, I don't mind really living somewhere that isn't in a remotely livable condition. So, you know, it doesn't really matter that much to me.
No, I agree. I agree. Now,
Well, the rent will be lower than when your current place.
That's true.
now do we think anything's gonna happen during the night?
Maybe. So we should probably all sleep
Because
in
there's
the
definitely
same
nothing's
room
happening
tonight.
right now. So
What you do see as you're standing in the attic, there's a hole in the roof. It's
are you shitting me?
like
That will be expensive.
it's like a meter across.
Though
That's
then
good.
again, we'll
I wanna-
probably have to renovate the
How tall is the
entire-
ceiling? Can I climb out onto the roof through it and find out what's going on up there?
Yeah, not quite. You would need a small boost,
Give me a boost.
I
unsupported.
gave him a small boost.
Okay. You climb up on the
We are
roof.
equally as weak.
Make
Well,
an acrobatics check for balance. Because
Falls off the roof,
it
dies.
hasn't rained
What a way
much,
to go.
but like the.
I didn't agree to any of
What
this.
a way to go. Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, you remain steady on your feet and make sure to be, you know, soft with
You should jump to the turret.
the roof.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah. What do you want to do on the roof?
I don't know. I just wanted to see if the hole is just a innocent hole, or there's like, you know, something up here that's like
blast
associated
came
with the hole.
from the
Exactly.
south.
Vicious hole, Jacko.
Suspicious hole. It could be. It could lead somewhere. Maybe someone's like made a fucking home up here. I want to check if we got any squatters on the roof.
Man, what a way to squat. It's a nice
Make an
battlefield.
investigation check.
Investigation.
Oh, but then when you roll high, you have to make up something, Jacko. You fool. You fool.
I got a 21.
Yeah, no, you recognize signs of maybe like termites or something.
Okay. So like, okay, I'll check it out.
I
And
made a whole vote. In,
I like drop back through the hole and say must have been pigeons, as if that's like some kind of explanation, and then start heading downstairs.
As we head downstairs, I'm like, so that's it. We've done it.
I mean, I'm gonna go and get my stuff, and I'm pretty keen on moving in sooner rather than later. I mean,
Jacko.
Just
Stop moving.
Some work.
Stop moving.
Pretty good.
I want the bedroom, not the master one, but the other one on the floor above
Wait, no,
us.
there's a place you haven't been, right, Jacko? Put me on the floor above this. Isn't there? Isn't there somewhere we haven't been?
No, you've been never.
What? Babe.
Well, I can actually remove at this
Okay,
point
yeah, do that.
the dynamic lighting blocking all the.
Remove all the dynamic
doors.
lighting. Just delete everything in the dynamic lighting there.
Can I just
Turn it off?
disable the dynamic lighting?
Yeah, you can
Disable
disable
dynamic
dynamic
lighting,
lighting.
yeah. Whoa!
Dynamic lighting off. What? It's already off.
No.
Is it like the modern dynamic lighting, or like the? There's like
Yeah, both are
different-
off right now.
They're both off on this map or some other map by accident.
Let me just
There
double check.
we
There we
Yeah,
go.
oh, there you go.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
How it worked. Probably didn't update.
Oh, I never saw the
yeah,
bed.
that's-
Ben's nice.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is like the room I think that goes up to the turret in
Okay.
this bedroom.
What the hell's
here.
in the den? I never checked out that bit. What was in it? Just kind of stuff's in the den.
Can den shit.
I don't know. What is it then?
Just
I'm
a
asking you,
fucking, it's a
Jacob.
cool den, you know.
I mean, it's like a, I don't know, place for the fireplace and shit. Some books or something else.
A small room or hideout. Okay, yeah. So it's like a relaxing room. There's like an old like lay down couch and like a low table.
Out zone, yeah.
How many bedrooms?
another
are there? There's
fireplace, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, just like 5, 6 bedrooms.
Excellent. I claim this one. I can't. No, the dynamic lighting still blocks my movement. I cannot escape. Oh wait! Somehow I got out though. What? How did I?
Okay.
Restrict movement disabled. Okay.
Freedom. It's my room. A wizard needs
Yeah,
his
but you
turret.
don't see any signs of like ghosting.
Perfect. We
something.
split up and relax.
We can each have our own floor. I take the second floor.
I'll take the first.
I'm on the attic. I've been a
Jed,
bad
you were
master.
doing
Oh yeah, fuck.
you were doing an like a check to see
Yeah.
how
An
Much
inventory.
repairing it
How
take,
much?
Check to me.
cost.
Sounds like an intercheck to me.
yeah. Let's just make a general intelligence check.
Can I get some kind of bonus because I'm a manager of a temple?
I'll give you a hidden bonus.
Okay.
Hidden bonus. That means
I'll
that Jacko's
use my
going to look at
human,
your roll, and if you
and
can
I'll
possibly
use the
justify it,
human.
say yes.
I'll use the human determination to get advantage on top of
So
that.
fucking
Do you understand
Yeah,
if you-
you will.
it's just-
So fucking
Nine.
See, that's a good enough number. Look at that, Jack. You don't have to think at all.
Especially with +1, right?
Man, I love being there. It's so easy.
so easy.
So easy.
All right. Yeah. Looking at the damage, like the hole in the roof is a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Probably
at least we're
repair
across,
the
yeah.
entire, like fucking redo the entire roof. to be
That's
fair.
probably gonna cost like 200 gold.
Dude, expensive.
The water damage is also
200
That's-
gold to pick a hole in a fucking roof, dude. Did someone learn mending?
No, we
or
want to
some
replace
shit,
the
please?
we want to replace the roof. I think.
the
fix
water
up the
damage in
roof.
total and all the different levels is
Water
something
damage
like
is
300
expensive.
gold.
Yeah, water damage is expensive.
There's like a fireplace you saw that needs some up
DLC.
fixing. You need some windows that need renovating. The plumbing probably, considering it hasn't been in use for a very long time. All in all, you think it's gonna be like 700 or 800 gold?
No. That's a
I
lot.
think
of
I have
that's-
to make some money out of that.
That's tip top.
Like I said, if you don't mind
Oh.
living somewhere that's not in a remotely livable condition, it's not too bad.
We can renovate it piece by piece as we go along. If
Yeah.
you desire.
Turret first.
And I'll probably find some. I'll talk
I'll stick
to
to my place for
Derek
now.
at the docks. He's sure to know some be friends with some carpenter that can give us a good price.
Cool. This is a good time to end, by the
Sounds
way.
good to me. Yeah,
I'll,
I'll take.
push off.
Wait, push it. Push off. No one uses that term.
I'm pushing off right now. Look at that. Thanks for the session, Jacko. And now since Ian has done